and like over dramatic. He's just like, oh, stop, and it's just like this. There's one dude that's just being really calm, another dude that's freaking out, another one's just kind of like being way too dramatic about it all.
That's really cool. Hello and welcome to the Dapper D's. I'm Dippy.
I'm a monster.
Dadly. Oh, hey, wait a second.
Wait a minute.
You yell at me when I let you go first.
Let's try this again. Hello and welcome.
This time.
Oh my God, is it really? Hello
and welcome to the Dapper D's. I'm Donald the Cleric.
I'm Dippy.
Fuck.
I'm Dippy the DM.
And I'm Bradley. No, wait, Bradley.
And welcome to the Dapper D's, the only show that does an entire month of Halloween-themed episodes, apparently, because I've never seen another channel do this ever. This is a new episode for you, lovely people, of Dapperween. We are continuing our spooky tradition for the spooky month by bringing you an episode of just dedicated to tier lists. So we've done a couple of like miniature tier list episodes.
Suffering? Isn't that fucking life?
That's really good, actually. But no,
I'm
suffering. All right. Either way, so this is the spooky tier list carnival. We've had a tier list extravaganza. We've had a tier list spectacular. We had a Christmas tier list bonanza. And then we had a couple of little tier list episodes that got sidetracked into bracket fights episodes, both of which are made by the wonderful people over at Tastier Adventures. But today we're bringing it back to the actual first thing that we did with Tastier Adventures, which was we're dedicating an episode to tier lists, and this time they're all spooky. So we have a set order that we're going to go in here, where I will tackle scary video games. Dono will tackle scary Pokemon. Dadley will tackle scary movies. And then at the end, we're all going to discuss the spookiest Halloween costumes.
The most generic Halloween
These
costumes.
are generic Halloween costumes, but we can expound on these, yes.
Real quick.
Yes.
What? Not just, so people that are watching for the first time get to know us a little bit better. What is your go-to favorite thing Halloween-wise? What is your go-to favorite Halloween thing?
Like Halloween thing?
So
what's your thing that just kind of like it really sets you into the spirit of it all?
Honestly, fucking a pumpkin.
The walking into a haunted house and walking out a different man than I walked in.
I wish I could do haunted houses, but I've worked so many of them that when someone like jumps out to scare me, I'm just like, "You thirsty, bud?" You need a snack. I just feel bad. Like I'm like, "You're just a guy. You're just a guy."
Now, there's a question: is it better if the workers in a haunted house are deprived of their natural resources, so they act scarier?
What if you were just like a dude that came through the haunted house with bottles of water? It was just like, hey, you thirsty? Like, so that's your costume?
I've done that. Of my drama club when I was in high school, did a haunted hayride every year. And like the year after I graduated high school, I hopped on the haunted hayride with bottles of water. And then when the people would like run on and try to scare you, I'm just like, drink. I know you're not drinking. I know you're dehydrated. Like,
my favorite thing is taking my kids to like Halloween, like fairs and shit like that. Like that stuff's dope. Like that's some of my favorite things. It's kind of a tradition for me and my wife now to go there. And then, haunted houses are dope as fun.
Absolutely.
Sincerely, I am a horror movie nut. I don't get the opportunity to talk about it often, but I fucking love horror movies.
Horror movies are hit or miss for me. I'm not so much into the like waiting for a jump scare to piss my pants movie, but I'm really into movies that like fuck with your mind and are not I'm
honestly more into like probably thrillers than anything else, just because of like
I'm a big
absolutely,
stuff like that. Like horror, I also like the good monster movie too.
Yeah.
It's not like ghost ones fuck with me though. Like,
That's fair.
So-
And we will talk
Activity.
about that later in this episode. But before we go anywhere, we have a couple of announcements. First and foremost, thank you to the lovely people over at Lo-Fi Girl. They're posted at the top of the stream here because we are using their music for the background music for this stream.
I really hope that that everybody watching this stream is enjoying it because I'm not. I can't hear it.
Oh, it's on.
No, I turned
Oh,
it
it
on.
is?
It is on. Yeah.
Oh, well then
I
turn
turned it
up
on.
maybe.
Yeah, okay, I'll turn it up a little bit.
Turn that shit up.
There we go.
Up the volume. I got my computer audio to 100 and I can't hear it. So
Wait.
There we go.
Now can you hear it? There we go.
yeah, I can.
A
Set
good level
mood.
on stream. There we go. So,
Maybe I'll strip my clothes
thank
off
you.
later, see where it goes.
so thank you to Lo-Fi Girl. You can check out their constant streams of music as well as their pre-made videos of background music for you to use. And all that you have to do when you use them is give them a shout, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Thank you, Lo-Fi Girl. We also want to thank W.GG for being our energy sponsor. It's spooky. It's the time of year to be creeping around in the darkness and scaring kids, but not in a way that would be legally fraught or would send you to jail. So in order to keep your energy up for working in a haunted house or working on a haunted hayride or just in general being in the spooky mood, go over to W.GG and check out their line of energy supplement products where they have wonderful flavors and shakers and art and merchandise and everything that you need to stay energized throughout your spooky month experience. You can go over to W.GG and use the code ANIPOD. That's ANIPOD. For 10% off of any purchase. And was there anything else? Oh yeah, end of the month.
Fall initiative.
Yes.
End of the month. Fall initiative.
End of the month, beginning of next month, we have the Fall Initiative where we are going to be doing a series of charity streams and games and events between us and another channel called Dummies and Dice Rolls to raise money for Extra Life for Kids. Extra Life for Kids is a wonderful charity that gives video game equipment and like resources to children's hospitals and hospitals in need, as well as providing resources for parents of the parents of those kids to take care of those kids so that they don't have to worry about paying their bills every month. And it gives families a chance to give their child the extra life that they deserve. So if you feel like supporting a charity like that at the end of spooky month, beginning of November, beginning of Thanksgiving month, you can go on over to the our channels and Dubbies and Dice Rolls at the end of the month from the 31st, or from the 30th actually.
30th.
From the 30th all the way to November 6th, we have events lined up all throughout that week.
It's gonna be fun.
The beginning of that is going to be Dapper D's Dapperween conclusion.
Yes.
With our good friend Dadley down here being a DM for a game of Kids on Brooms.
Kids on Brooms. Yep. We are doing that with Stealthy that you can see over on Crossroads and Last Chaos that you can find over on Inquisition, getting the gang together. Donna will not be joining us. It's his son's birthday. We wish him nothing but the best of fucking birthdays.
Absolutely.
I'm still here.
No, just for that one stream.
I know.
And
get all this sexy in one fucking.
and we're concluding it back with the Dapper D's again for a DM's roundtable at the end. So after everything is all said and done, we'll be right back here on your screens, giving you the entertainment once again. Hopefully at the conclusion of the stream with our goal set and or met.
We will see.
We will have to see. And I'm gonna say this now because no one else is going to be brave enough to say it. This might be the last year that we do a week-long event for the Extra Life, because of
It's a lot, you guys.
it's a lot to prepare for. It's a lot to do, and
We'll start doing more. No, we'll probably start doing like little bite sized.
yeah, we'll do
one-day
single charity streams probably with smaller goals.
It's gonna be a little bit easier on everybody.
Yeah.
More fun.
So, please tune in for the third annual and maybe final fall initiative week, whereafter we will just do our own part to do initiative for other charities throughout the year, hopefully.
Yes.
So, with all of that said, let us begin. That was a good musical transition, too. So, I will be covering for you the scariest games ranked by scariness factor. That's literally what the list is called. Scariest scary games ranked by scariness factor. So, it had different rankings here. I've already lined up the games that I have.
Shit, so.
I've already lined up the games that I have never played and never seen, because my opinion of these games is going to differ depending on whether I have played them for myself or I have only seen them.
Massacre is a fucking classic. I love that one scene.
Nun Massacre.
With the monster.
You know where the nun kills all those people?
Like, slicing up things, and then like you find out the nun's actually a ghost.
Oh my god, dude, like that's so
Spoilers.
crazy. That's such a crazy non-spoiler for this non-game that we've never played.
That's actually like watching this, let me know if I just spoiled the ending.
Yeah, exactly. So as always, we are ranking all of these games and movies and whatever from dappest to dullest, and I have gotten rid of the duller category because duller has almost always ended up with minimal entries in it. Because when something is dull, it's either dull or it is really, really dull, and it's nothing. Yes. There's hardly ever any space in between dull and dullest. Unlike between dap and dappest, there is wiggle room for something to be in between good and great. There isn't between something being bad and terrible. So, with that said, my dappest to dullest ranking for this list is, as the original list intended, how scary it is. Hello, it's good to see you again, Primal Goddess. Hello. Now, I will confess right off the bat, I have not played all of these, but I feel like I can give a decent enough opinion, having witnessed the gameplay myself, or having...
consumed these games
consumed the media of the game enough to understand where I'm coming from. So, I will try to be quick here, and in the pursuit of quickness, I can speed round, literally just blitz games into position, or I can talk about them a little bit if you guys don't interrupt. We've had a huge problem in the past tier list episodes where all of the decisions, not just individual people's tier lists being interrupted by other people jumping in, but also
there are 3 games four games I might interrupt, 5 games.
You have the final say in these. It's just we will judge you for where you put them.
I have we all have this final say on our individual lists, but we don't have to argue about every single one of them. But like we will fast food, or like candy, or like what was it? Oh god, the really terrible one. The logos was such a big argument fest. The NFL logos was such a humongous argument fest. So
what's funny is, and then we got to sandwiches, and all of us were just like, "Yep, food.
Yeah, food.
Like food.
Yep, food. Yep." Sandwiches was the very first one we did, and we hardly argued about it at all.
No, we were all just food.
Yeah.
Put it in mouth.
There you go. All right, so.
All right.
Here we go. Alien Isolation is immediately going in dappest. One of the actual scariest piss your pants game that I have ever seen anyone play, to the fact that I will not play it by myself because I know that it would soil my trousers. It would. This is one of the only games that, like, I had to turn the lights on as I was watching the guy playing it, because I was just like, holy fucking shit, what a great atmosphere. And on to the other game that has actually made me soil myself, Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Literally one of the greatest early horror games, like in the 3rd, 4th generation of gaming, like 2006, 2007.
Never shit yourself.
Never shit, but the Amnesia: The Dark Descent made me pee my pants on one just
All
on
you have
one
to do
occasion.
is pee before you start playing.
Well, I didn't have to, and then all of a sudden, in one inexplicable moment, I did, and then I did. It was.
Oh, you should talk to a doctor about
yeah. It was just like Amnesia: The Dark Descent, unlike its sequels, is a fantastic atmospheric game. I fully recommend it. The original BioShock, I'm gonna put it in Dapper because it's not exactly. I wouldn't call it a horror game. It is a good.
Right.
It is a good scary game, but first things before everything, it is not a horror game. It is an adventure game. The City of Rapture is a great setting. It is a very scary setting, but it is not in and of its own right a horror game. And Dadley has another child moment here. There you are. Good to see you, my friend. You have a wonderful rest of your time. All right. Oh. Oh, what does he have to say? Oh, he's muted. You're muted. You're muted. Yeah, I gotcha. Wonderful. Well, whatever he thinks he's saying to us, I'm sure it's a great message.
Oh, I am interacting with chat, so if I go a little silent for
No worries.
a little-
Yeah.
He was yelling. I'm not going to ruin y'all's eardrums.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay,
I
good.
appreciate the help.
But like I was saying, the City of Rapture is a great setting for a game, a good scary
BIOS?
setting, and Aaron Ryan is a very good scary villain, not a horror game, not in its own right. So that just bumps it right off of Dappist
No,
for
that's
that
fair.
reason.
That is fair.
Any other list of video game, Dappist. But scary video game, it has to lose those points just because it was not designed as a horror game. Bloodborne,
Valid.
Dapper. Again, a wonderful, actually no, Dappist. It's a wonderful, wonderful scary setting, and it is the horror Souls-like. It was designed with the horror aesthetic in mind, like that old Victorian horror aesthetic of just all the and the currency in that game is blood. It's blood. What's scarier? It's Bloodborne. It's great. A lot of really good games at the top of this list here. Condemned Criminal Origins is a fantastic game. This
is one I haven't heard of yet.
Yeah, Condemned Criminal Origins
I've
is a
seen
really
that.
fantastic game. Pyrocynical did a wonderful video about it on a couple of years ago. He made a full-length thing covering the whole game. I would have to play it for myself to determine if I would put it in Dappist, but everything I saw Pyro talk about in his video about it would put it in Dapper. It's simply a great survival horror game. Heart of Darkness is Dap. Heart of Darkness was one of those SNES titles that was like, oh, or not. Is that Army of Darkness or Heart of Darkness? Army of Darkness would go in dull. Heart of Darkness. I don't think they would have put Heart of Darkness on here. No, it's the box art is cut off a little bit. I assume there's words above that. That might be Army of Darkness.
Yeah, because Dead Space isn't just space.
Yeah, exactly. So, Army of Darkness would go in dull. If this was Heart of Darkness, it would go in Dap. It was a good, scary game limited by the hardware it was released on. Dead Space is a Dappist. If the remake would be top of Dappist, because the remake took everything that was good about the original Dead Space and amplified it by a factor of 12. It was a really good... It is literally like... You cannot go wrong with horror in space. Space horror is so much scarier than terrestrial horror, because you don't know what's out in space, and the things that people have come up with, especially what they came up with for Dead Space to scare the shit out of people, was very good. The necromorphs, after my own heart for scariest villains, scariest enemies in games.
What do you think? Have you played the remake yet?
I have not. I have the original on my computer that I plan on playing at some point, but not anytime soon. Dino Crisis, kind of bad. Not gonna lie.
It's not about dinosaurs, and I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
What a fucking like.
What a letdown.
Assholes.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Fear is another step up. It's made by the same people who made Condemned Criminal Origins, but it came before Condemned Criminal Origins. It was a little less polished. It was a little less scary. But it was. But the reason it goes lower than Condemned Criminal Origins is because it was trying. It was designed to be their scary game before they made Condemned Criminal Origins.
Can I just say, like, a game that they could have put in here, merely because of like the part of the section in it, is Halo, with the flood.
Oh yeah.
The flood fucking scared the shit.
That would have been
the
another situation of
intensity of
BioShock.
that?
That would have been another section of BioShock where it would drop down points just because it's not a horror game.
But like the horror elements within that situation was insane.
Really well done.
Do we also have? Oh, where is it?
The original Five Nights at Freddy's. I have played the original Five Nights at Freddy's. I have consumed so much Five Nights at Freddy's content. I intend on going to see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie when it comes out. It is literally the cheapest gimmick of horror.
Yes.
There is no, the later games improve upon this, but the original Five Nights at Freddy's is literally just like, you are waiting for a loud noise and a scary image to happen. That's all that Five Nights at Freddy's is.
That's what it is.
And I cannot give it credit for using jump scares as its only gimmick. Mechanically, as a scary game, it's not fantastic. Again, later games improve upon the atmosphere. They improve upon the scary factor. They improve upon the mechanics. They improve upon the story. Whatever story people come up with. But the original Five Nights at Freddy's is just such... It was the genesis of the series, but it was the weakest of the series. Because everything that came after it was so good.
But because of where it was and how it kind of sit, it's probably like the best of the obviously they make it better, but like
it's influential.
The prestige of Five Nights at Freddy's is not enough to bump it higher than DAP, I would say.
Okay.
I agree.
Also, this list doesn't have Half-Life on it.
It does not.
The original Half-Life? Oh my god, it doesn't.
Or Half-Life 2. Freaking, I remember my brother
That's
playing
criminal.
that shit. Yeah. Like Half-Life was one of those ones where it's just like, it was awesome, but it was also like, holy shit, dude.
Friday the 13th, the game.
It's just,
it is fully dependent on the people that you play it with, because it's another one of these fucking, what is it? It's another one of these fucking Dead by Daylight clones that is fully dependent on the people that you play it with. You literally can't. You cannot play Dead by Daylight with certain groups of people, and you can't play Friday the 13th, the game, with certain groups of people either, because they don't care about telling the story of Jason and the Camp Crystal Lake. They just are like, haha, I killed you, I win. Like, it's not scary. It's just fucking around with your friends.
Yep.
Little Nightmares, however.
Remember when like Call of Duty was like a fucking thing, and you had to like go through the story to complete the extra shit, and there's like these complicated things that you had to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would shoot the legs out of the freaking zombie just so you could like unlock shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Why?
Call of Duty Zombies
games now.
Call of Duty Zombies. If it were on this list, Call of Duty Zombies would be in DAP, by the way. Such a fun fucking game.
Fair.
Yeah.
Not and scary, but not a horror game.
Call of Duty 3 or Black Ops 3.
Fuck.
Fucking,
Black Ops 3? Yeah. Maybe.
The zombie or Black Ops 2 is really good for the zombies. It's classic.
Yeah.
It's right there. Like everybody keeps a copy of that just to be able to play that.
All right.
You know? But,
Little
like,
Nightmares.
number 3.
Yeah, 3 is pretty good.
3 is not one to shy away from. That's like it upped its game and it did really good.
Little Nightmares. I played through the entirety of Little Nightmares. I loved Little Nightmares. It is going in Dappest. Nothing can change my mind. It is a horror puzzle game. It is a very scary game. Not scary like piss your pants scary like Amnesia, but it is very, very, it's a nice, scary platform. Manhunt. Yes. The band, whatever it was game. I don't think it was a Wii game, but it was a banned game because of all the violence and the gore and the horror of the human body being eviscerated. It's not great.
It's not.
It's so dumb. The fact that it was banned and then you watch what it is and you're like, this game was banned. Didn't live up to its potential. I'll bump it up to dull because it had potential. It was scary enough to be banned. No, it didn't live up to its potential. No. Murder House. It's a passable game. It's an early one. It's a little hard to wrap your head around, but it's all right. It's perfectly acceptable as a decent horror game. Yeah.
It's a horror game. It's just, you know.
And in that same vein, Splatterhouse will go there as well because it's the same type of thing. It's
fucking Splatter. I'm kidding.
It's fucking Splatterhouse. Yeah, Splatterhouse will go there as well.
It's exactly what you want in a horror game.
House of the Dead 2. Same thing. House of the Dead 2. Again, all decent games, limited by their technology, but not scary by modern standards, I would say. Nightmare Creatures, a little bit better than these titles. It's a pretty fun game to run around as a scary monster. Actually, no, you're running around. It's not. It's by its design. It's less scary because you are the scary monster.
Yes.
Outlast.
Left 4 Dead on this fucking. What the
Left
hell?
4 Dead. Not necessarily a scary game. It's a zombie game, but it's not. It's a funny scary game. Zombies. It's a funny scary game.
Left 4 Dead, you can get Mega Man's blaster. There's nothing scary about that game.
Outlast is going in Dappest.
Oh yeah.
Really?
One of the single best scary environments ever made for a game, and really creepy antagonists and a truly helpless horror experience. You go in with nothing but a camera and you have to escape, and like it's I beat Outlast in its entirety and was so satisfied with it. One of my top horror games like ever. The original Outlast, go play it at some point. Oh god, Phasmophobia. This is kind of another Friday the 13th the game situation, but with ghost hunting. And see, because there are no player controlled ghosts, I would almost bump it up to dull, but it's still, I just can't, I can't wrap my head around it. It's just not, it's a creep factor. Okay, I'll bump it up to dull. It's a creep factor. But again, it's 100% dependent upon the people you play it with. It's not that great. Okay, here's one. PT for what was going to be another Silent Hill game called Silent Hills that got canceled and turned into Death Stranding for some reason. But man, I want so badly to know what the Silent Hills game that was based on this PT game would have been like, because it would have been a fucking banger.
Yes.
PT is amazingly scary. It's such a nice, simple loop, but it's so fucking scary, man. It's not just wait around for scary picture and jump scare scream. It's you are traversing through this place and there's a new way that it scares you on each loop. It is a very scary game. I like it. Resident Evil 3, the original Resident Evil 3. It's fine. The remake is so much better.
What makes it Dappest? The modding community.
The modding community makes Resident Evil 3 Dappest.
Yes.
But on its own merit, it's enough to put it in DAP. Resident Evil 7, though, Biohazard. is a very good game. It's a very good horror game. It's a good setting. It's a good departure from the Resident Evil formula. It's a very scary place. I like 7. I like RE7 a lot. Silent Hill 2. It's fine.
Great.
It's a great game.
Oh.
I haven't played enough or seen enough of it to set it higher than this. I think it's a decent game. It goes at the top of DAP because it's a decent, scary game.
That's fair.
I haven't played enough or seen enough of it. I have seen enough to make an opinion, but not enough to make a well-judged opinion, I would say.
In my opinion, it is the best of the I'll watch a horror game. Like, if that makes sense. Like,
then I'll put it in Dapper.
Like it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
For
watching
I'm in the mood for something scary. It's not.
Then that's the point of this list, and that will bump it up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
The Forest.
The Forest.
I'm gonna go ahead, put a bullet in the horse while I'm thinking about it.
My shit was muted.
Oh, what? What are you?
Shit.
What?
No, I'm good. I was just gonna be like, Dippy, Resident Evil: The Village, right?
It's pretty good. It's not on here.
But there's also like 2 good reasons.
Oh yeah.
One.
Oh yeah. Now, here's why I put The Forest so low. There's a wonderful video essay made by a creator called Soviet Womble about The Forest and its story. And the story that it was not put in the game until later. It was a story that was crammed into the crevices of the game that had already been built, because it was a multiplayer. It was a multiplayer co-op survival game first, and then the devs went, "Okay, let's make a scary story," and then they fucked it up. It's not a great scary story. I mean, it's a little creepy with the cannibals running around the island of the forest and you're trying to figure it out, but it's not a scary game. It was never designed to be a scary game, and the fact that they tried to make it a scary game was too much. Last of Us Part 2, Walking Dead. The Walking Dead Telltale games. They're good enough.
They're neat.
They're good enough.
Yeah,
they're neat. I wouldn't put them above DAP. They tug at the heartstrings, but I wouldn't put them above DAP. The Thing game, kind of terrible. It's not a great game. It's a great movie.
Unfortunately,
it's not a great game. It's a shooter. It's a shooter game. It's a third-person shooter game. It's not a scary game. It's just a movie kind of based. It's just a game loosely based on the movie. It's not a great game.
It's nice that this list agrees that Ghostbusters isn't a scary game, but Luigi's Mansion's not being on this. What the fuck?
Honestly, Luigi's Mansion has really well jump scares.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion is a good, decent, scary game. It could have ended up on this list.
This is all like PlayStation and Xbox fucking games. What the fuck?
It is.
It's not like
and
Nintendo
PC,
really made horror games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, you know.
That's fair.
Tried.
Until Dawn.
Mario Party is pretty scary.
There are times.
Okay. I don't know what the over under on Until Dawn fans who will ever watch this channel is. I'm gonna disappoint a lot of them. Until Dawn is not a great game. It's really not. You have the illusion of choice in Until Dawn. The original Resident Evil director's cut. Fantastic game. Absolutely fantastic horror game. Even for its time, it holds up to this day as one of the best horror games. Fantastic game. Alan Wake, Doom 3. Doom 3. One of the best games, one of the best horror games I've ever played. I have had the pleasure of playing Doom 3 95% of the way through. I didn't beat it, because the last portion of it scared me so bad when I was young that I didn't beat it, and when I tried to beat it again, I got to the same part, and I was still fucking scared of it as an adult.
You know what, Dippy?
Valid.
I have to try to beat it
on stream.
Yeah.
You have to beat it on stream.
I will play Doom 3 on stream.
That's going to be a charity event for next year for you.
Yes, we will play and beat Doom 3 on stream for a charity event. That's a promise I will make right now, and I'll put it in the promises channel that we there we go.
That we always keep up with.
Oh crap. The promises from last year, Halloween 2023, we have to find a way to dress as the Dapper Dans from Disney World.
Oh, that's not happening.
That's not happening this year. Maybe next year.
Maybe
next year. It's a simple outfit. We can do it. And then I'll say summer 2024 charity stream /
Dippy, you don't
Dippy
keep up
Beats
with
Doom
like the
3.
group chat on Snapchat at all, right? Is that really something you check?
No, not at all.
We're talking about trying to plan a vacation for all of us to see a solar eclipse together.
Mm-hmm. And I volunteered my place because I have all this land that you guys could like rent a trailer and just
No, we have to travel somewhere that we could see the full solar eclipse.
Oh.
I don't know where the next full solar eclipse is gonna be though, and I doubt it's
28th.
April 28th.
April 28th?
No, April 8th of 2024.
April 8th, 2024 is it going to be a full solar eclipse? Where?
That's
I will
technically
send
the
the
week
map.
after spring break.
For me, it is the week of spring break.
Okay.
I'll
All
find
right, anyway,
time.
let's keep going with the list.
Now, the original Doom. This is a hard one. It's a cornerstone game. It is a really great game.
It's DAP because
it's DAP.
It deserves.
It deserves the recognition.
Dull in any way.
It is
not dull in any way. It is good.
It was never designed as a
scary
game.
Yeah.
It's a shooter. You are killing demons and devils and all this other stuff. You are shooting them up. It's a shmup. It's not a scary shmup. The enemies can be scary. It's not designed as a scary game. It's a really hard one. It's going in DAP. It's not going below DAP. Like, that's a fair enough resolution for this.
It needs to be at the very top of DAP because it's such an iconic
Yes. Resident Evil 4. I've heard people say this is their favorite Resident Evil game. I don't buy it. It's... Wait, no. Are they talking about 4 or 5? 4 is actually one of the better ones. Yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah, no,
that was
4
almost
is a good
no.
one.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, 4 is.
Maybe almost fucked up.
That was almost really bad. Oh god. Oh. We could go to Indianapolis.
We could go to Indianapolis.
That would be one of the best places in my opinion. Because it's kind of a compromise for all of us where
it is.
Yeah.
Selfishly, I want to go to Acadia.
Acadia? Where is Acadia?
Like northern Maine.
Oh.
Hi everybody. We just started talking about the solar eclipse and
the 2024 solar eclipse. There you go.
Planning that whole thing.
How cool is it? Go see a solar eclipse on the top of a mountain in a state park or in a national park. Like
that would be really cool.
There's gonna be like 1,000 other.
You'd be standing on a national. You'd be standing on top of the mountains. Like you'd be standing on top of one of the Smoky Mountains, and you're looking up at it, and then all of a sudden you would hear like a cracking stick behind you, and just all the cultists of the moon, all the cultists of the eclipse appear, and they're just like, "You shouldn't have come up to the mountains, boyo," and just like.
That's how the Dapper D's start the Dapper.
That's how they end. That's how it ends. That's how the Dapper D's ends.
The end of the Dapper D's.
Yeah.
I had another sketch about a dude joining a cult, but you know that's. I'll tell you about it later.
The Resident Evil 2 remake. Fucking fantastic game. Absolutely fantastic game. I would even put it here. Very bottom of Dappest. It's a fantastic game.
I actually haven't seen much gameplay of it. It looks like
The Evil Within.
Phenomenal.
The Evil Within.
I watched my friend play this all the way through, and it was fucking
buddy. It's
do
not
whatever
a.
you're gonna do.
It's not a
Your
great
list.
game.
It's your fucking list.
It's not a. It's not a good game. It's
Maybe you're
it's
just a bitch.
kind of a broken.
I-
It's kind of broken, soggy garbage.
I
Yeah.
disagree.
With it being here,
Yes.
with Evil Within being here, do you want it to be higher or
Yes.
lower?
It's your list.
I am the Evil Within hater. I do not buy the hype around the Evil Within.
I'll say it this way. I wish for you it was on the lowest tier.
Oh, really?
It's not good at all. I think
The
it's
mood
one
is
of the
currently
dog
it's like
shit.
he is so disgusting. I cannot even say his name.
Yeah.
All right.
The vibe right now is Dadley is it's so disgusting. I cannot even
And-
say the name.
but-
I'm coming in and saying I can. Man's name was Kevin. And he's a fucking bitch.
And finally, we have the original Last of Us.
No, my friend told me
Phenomenal
that
game.
It was a terrible game.
Yes.
Phenomenal
Just-
game.
Fuck.
Last of
Yeah.
Us is one of the best like horror survival games probably ever made. It ended
Yeah.
so well. Why did there need to be a second one? All right, it's going to the bottom of dullest. All right,
Because
so
you need
Fair.
to know that the main character is very, discovering themselves.
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
He's the best character.
So there you have it. I'm actually gonna put Doom 3 at the top of Dappest.
Oh.
It
I forgot
deserves.
I wanted to show off. I'm wearing my spooky socks today. They're
Oh,
beautiful.
fun! Yeah. There you go.
I'm wearing my Dungeons and Dragons gear. I even got
There you
flip-flops
go.
that say Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, look at
Dungeons and
that.
Wagons.
I
Dungeons
got the
and Dragons.
chanclas.
All right, so
Oh, that's what we should have fucking done. We're not doing it. We're not adding to the tier list. But scariest D&D monsters.
oh my god, that would have been great.
That would have been great.
I'm really scared of flumps.
I'm really scared of flumps.
I don't really like them too much.
Dapper lists. This is.
I can't believe you save all of these. Like, what are we planning on doing with these one day?
We could
Oh.
look at them again. Dapperween.
We can just have an
Games.
episode where we look at all our old tier lists and just
Yeah.
judge ourselves.
All right, so we move
almost like a
swiftly
journal.
onwards. It is, yeah. That's kind of why I keep them. Is because
Yeah.
like we can look back at them
They're
and be
like
like,
a time capsule.
we can look back at them and be like, why the hell is Junior Mints in duller tier? Like,
I know why they're in Duluth. I'm not questioning that. We
Fuck
can
off.
rehash this any day of the week, Dippy.
fuck off, Natalie. All right, we move swiftly onwards. Dono.
If my kids are trick or treating
Oh,
and
it's
they
my
get
turn?
junior mints, I'm throwing hands with them.
Dono, talk to us about some scary Pokemons.
Okay, so first things
Spookies.
first, I want you to get rid of Dapper and Dole, and what we're gonna put it as is
Oh.
okay of like yes please, okay, and fuck off.
We're changing the format?
I mean, I'll keep.
Well, you can like put them in parentheses.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yes, please. Oops. Yes,
Yes,
please.
please come in.
Meh.
Meh.
Uh,
So we're just doing 3 tiers?
Yeah, because that's all I
Okay.
need. That's all I fucking
Okay.
need for this.
what the fuck?
Honestly,
What the
What
fuck?
are you doing?
What the
happened?
fuck?
hit the enter button.
I was hitting the enter button.
We're doing it. No, you're hitting the space bar.
No, I'm literally hitting the enter button. Okay.
How does that fucking work?
I don't know. It's weird. Okay, and then
No,
Fuck off.
no.
fuck
No.
off. Okay.
Oh,
All right. So,
All right.
yes, please, man. Fuck off. Care to explain?
Okay. Basically, yes, please is yes, please come inside. I would love to have your company with me. Meh is just kind of like, I'm not gonna look twice at you, but I'm also like, you can do your own fucking thing. And fuck off is just like that. No, don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
In-
No.
So,
I'm walking
In the
this
idea
way.
So-
of
no.
yeah,
these things haunting your house.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. So, and then fuck off is just like the scariest ones because you don't want them in your house.
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
We'll move forward then. Bennett.
Bennett, one of my favorite Pokemon designs. I fucking love this Pokemon. I would not like to have it in my house. It can
How
go
is this-
be about itself. I don't want it to exactly fuck off because I do like it. So we're gonna put it in Meh.
All right.
How does this not have Mega Banette? That's just covered in zippers for some fucking reason.
Mega Banette is a really
I
good,
was
scary
very happy
Pokemon.
that they gave Mega Banette a fucking or Banette a Mega. They gave some of my favorite Pokemon Megas. So,
Dusclops.
yeah, sure, come in. You seem like a fine fellow. You could just
With his hands?
yeah.
With
His
his
hands.
Honestly, if this thing was walking through my house, I'd just be like, "Why are you here?" And
This
it's
thing-
like,
This thing looks like it's gonna make ice cubes with hot dog water. I don't fucking trust it.
I know, but it's not like it's gonna. It's not like it's gonna. It's not like it's gonna like throw my shit around. It's just
That's
gonna
fair.
make the hot dog water.
Unlike sarcophagi.
If I fucking went to a tomb and it came alive and sprouted eyes, I'd be like, no, I'm gonna fuck off this way. Bye bye.
Yeah,
please.
There you go. Lantern. I forgot what it was
Lantern.
called.
Lamp boy.
Lampbell.
Or
Lambell.
whatever. Yes, please.
The Lantern Pokemon.
Would you please guide me throughout the street? Yes, thank you. You're good.
Lantern is very cute. I do like
Yes.
Lantern.
Alright.
Yeah.
This is-
Phantom.
This is where our
Phantom?
friendship is made or broken.
Oh
What?
boy.
My
So-
favorite Pokemon of all time.
I know. Okay,
Oh.
listen. I want to make my case here.
For what? For wait. What?
Children laughing in the forest. Fuck right off.
Oh
I
mean-
boy.
I don't care.
But-
It's adorable.
But if I saw it actual face, I'd be like, okay, that's cute. But please.
But you're
keep
not getting that
listening.
far.
Yeah, but you're not. I'm not gonna touch you, but I'll look at you. That's very interesting.
So
but if
meh
I
or
just
still
heard-
fuck off?
It's just like at first I'd be like,
Oh.
why is your children laughing?
Oh, Dono's internet is being a
okay.
little patchy. I think your
What's-
internet is being a little patchy,
What?
my sir. I don't know if it was just your incitement or something.
No. But we're gonna go with meh for right now. Just
Meh.
because
All right, there we go.
I love him. I do love him. But like I'm thinking real life implementation of this
Fair enough.
character.
Fair enough.
It's gonna give me a little chill down my spine.
All right.
Welcome- that's not fun.
Gorgeist.
We're guys. Yes, please come in. You seem like a fine, scary fellow. But-
She is one of the ones that we all smashed. for fair reference.
That's true.
valid.
I have no idea what this one is. I forget its name.
They look pleasant and nice. I'd let them in.
Jellison. No, Jellison's is an
Jellicin?
evolution. Jellicin.
Are
Something
they
like
based
that.
on the
Oh look, Gorgeist
They look like-
bought a friend. Another Gorgeist. Let's just put them both there.
threesome?
Threesome.
Is this Pokemon based on the yokai that's just like a head that floats and picks you up? Like
Maybe.
suicide?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Because it looks like
Flourish.
it might be.
Flourish.
Flourish. Okay.
So it's a cold
yes,
Pokemon.
please.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, it's like an ice ghost type.
Yamask.
Yamask.
I am actually
yeah.
a fan of Yamask. I like
Yeah,
Yamask.
I love Yamask. He's fucking awesome as cool. Why the hell is Gengar not on this fucking list?
He's literally the
Gengar.
next one. Oh no, wait, that's Haunter.
No. Yamask goes to yes, please come.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, you're right. Actually, because he's too cute, maybe. I don't know. Well, Haunter would be. I mean, Haunter is here.
Yeah,
So-
I know, but they don't have Gengar.
That's
Some
weird.
of these lists, man, they fucked up on it. All right.
Also,
So,
Ghastly
Really
is here. Haunter is here. There you go.
really quick, Flourish is based on like the idea of Davy Jones's locker of
Oh,
humans
is it?
being stuck floating in certain areas of the ocean.
Oh, that
Okay.
makes it scarier, indeed.
Yeah, that's terrifying. But whatever. He can come.
So we have Ghastly and
Ghastly.
Haunter.
Ghastly is a no. Haunter is a yes.
Ghastly
because-
is too big.
Yeah.
If you look at the size of Ghastly, he is bigger than a basketball.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a big fucking ghost orb. That's a
Big fucking
lot.
Head. Also, it's just a floating face.
I'm sorry, Palisand? Palisand's not a
What?
scary Pokemon. Not
Can
to
I
me,
explain?
at least. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So Haunter, he has hands. He can at least like shake my hand, give me like come in like Haunter, fucking. They'll be like, oh, you seem like a cool guy. Fucking like, go get me that water. I don't even have to get up and do this. Fuck off,
Dude. He also licks you.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to each their own kink. We'll figure out our own. Nah, fucking. We'll figure out our boundaries. The sand dude, fuck no. That if I went to the beach and the sandcastle started trying to hug me, no.
I mean, that is fair. That is very fair.
That's all I got to say about that.
Okay, this is the
I'm
weird.
already afraid of what's in the ocean. I don't need to know what's outside of it is also going to touch me.
Oh, then we've got a couple coming up then.
That is a pedophile. No.
This fucking thing, I forget what it's called. It's the circus, like, whatever it is.
Oh, I hate this thing.
Yeah,
because with a B.
Whatever it is,
Fire.
I don't know about that.
Ghost, Ultra Beast.
Yeah, it's the Ultra Beast, yeah.
It's a fire type.
Blazeflon?
Blasphlan?
Blazeflon. Yeah, he's a fire ghost type.
That.
He's an Ultra Beast, so he's made to be like a Pokemon from a different planet.
Okay. For some reason, okay, I get it. Now he's just a bunch of planets. Okay, I thought he was some kind of weird ass fucking clown, but it's like a bunch of different.
He kind of his
kinda
head
just
pops
is a
off.
weird
It could
clown,
be like
yeah.
disco ball like.
Yeah. Not that.
No, fuck off. No.
Okay, fair.
I don't. That is a man.
That is a
man
sword.
high on crack and LSD.
Sword,
Yeah.
it's coming
That's a
after
sword. Yes, please come inside.
The sword
I
is
would like you to be my friend, and we could go on adventures and slay dragons.
Mimikyu.
Absolutely, come inside. You fucking
Absolutely.
You. Yeah.
come in. Wait.
Who
wait
can
for your
turn down that
parents.
face? And it's also a second smaller face.
Save
Yes.
the bees, but stay out of my house.
Mega
it's gonna go
Beedrill.
meh.
Meh? Okay.
It's gonna go meh. Because
My
I
favorite
support the bees,
Mega.
but I don't want them to fuck off.
Arbok.
But I also don't want them in my house. Aardbok.
That's
no,
just a
I don't-
snake.
It's
That's
just a
just a
snake.
snake.
Just a
I'm gonna
snake.
let it be. I'm gonna let it be. So meh.
But it's not coming in my house.
Gengar.
Hey, did you
or
know?
not
Did you
Gengar,
know
but-
Arbok backwards is Cobra?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god!
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Pokemon.
yes, I did.
Pokemon has a fun thing about flipping names.
No
We'll talk
shit,
about it.
are you kidding me?
We'll talk about
Wait,
it later.
what's Pikachu spelled backwards?
I don't know.
Aku.
We'll talk about it later. It's fine. We'll talk about it later.
Grimer? No.
Grimer.
Ketchup.
Grimer can fuck off. I don't want my
Okay.
my sewage in my house.
And Muck.
So speaking of names being flipped backwards, Muck is also really fun.
God damn it. Well, where's Muck going on this list?
It's the climax of things that come. So
So
no,
yeah,
fuck off,
no,
fuck
fuck off.
please.
Okay.
fuck off. I don't want
Golbat.
in me or on me or in me or around me at all. I don't know why. Golbat. I have gone toe to toe with an albino white bat before, and we almost threw hands. That
Add it to
bitch-
the list
no,
of things
it's-
Donna was done.
It's a no. It's a no.
It's a no.
I literally.
All right.
Oh, fuck. Do I have the video still?
It makes
It'd
me
be in my
chuckle.
old phone.
It makes me chuckle that horrific bat with a big ass mouth only evolves when its friendship is maxed.
Yeah. It's pretty horrific.
It's got to get such a big smile that it's just like.
Houndoom.
That is a dog. I like dogs.
It's a cute
They
boy.
Can come inside, please.
Yeah.
He looks like a
Sudowoodo.
finely dressed gentleman in the bones of his enemy.
Yes, exactly.
Sudowoodo is a man. He can go stay outside.
Exactly. Just there you go. Hitmonlee.
He looks like he could help me make a fine bit of tea. He could come inside. I could wrap him up in a nice little sweater.
Okay.
Yeah. That
No, there has to be
Mega-
fan art of Hitmonlee in a sweater.
Mega Mawile.
Do you think Hitmonlee and Mr. Clean get along?
Sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. They got to stick together.
Mega Mawile, no. You can stay outside, please and thank you.
Aww.
Don't eat my door.
Wait, meh
So-
or fuck off?
It's a fuck off.
Oh, I like Mega Mawile.
Actually, we'll give it a meh because I'm not gonna actively try and avoid it, but it's like I don't wanna.
Mega Sableye.
He is bribing me for the wrong reasons, and I will not accept it. I'm just gonna leave him alone.
Meh. There you go. Mega Gardevoir.
Why is this on
Why
the list?
is this on the list of scary Pokemon?
Because I'm afraid of women. It's a fuck off.
I couldn't have said it better myself, buddy, up top. All right. Seviper.
It has to have a creepy Pokedex entry, right?
I mean, surely. Why else would it be on this list? Seviper.
Seviper can go into the meh because it is just a snake. It's just doing its own thing.
It's going to be next to Arbok. It's his little buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Snakes travel together. Sharpedo. You already said you were afraid of the ocean.
I fucking love Sharpedo, though. That was like, I would try and get one of him in every run through of Ruby to be not like my fucking water type Pokemon if I didn't start with that Mudkip. God. I also don't want to run into him, so I'm gonna say fuck off.
Okay.
I love him, but fuck off.
Are you looking for the Mega Gardevoir entry, Deadly?
It's boring. It's not spooky at all. It's just
why is it on this?
It has an ability to read the future. If it senses
future
danger,
is terrifying.
If it senses danger for the trainer, it will act. This Pokemon very rarely unleashes its psychokinetic energy at full power.
There you go. I mean,
nothing too spooky.
Darkrai.
Darkrai. It's a dude. I'm gonna leave him to being a dude. I'm not gonna tell him to fuck off, but that's just a dude.
I've seen Darkrai at like abandoned malls.
What is the
like,
This is one of those weird ones.
Darkrai is your unemployed friend at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Isn't this this is one of those weird ones where it's like
why
called
are you
Crypt
here,
something?
dude? It's like,
It's Spiritomb.
Spiritomb, yeah.
It's a rock. I'm just gonna say my
Fuck off.
hey.
I want to flag on the play. That thing has the soul of 599 different evil beings inside of it.
But I'm also not gonna tell it to fuck off because it doesn't have legs. It couldn't run away from me.
That's fair.
That's valid.
So I'm being
Shinx.
I'll see if I can find the gif of it running.
Yes, please.
Or
come
Luxray.
inside.
This might be
That's
Luxray, actually. Yeah,
That is
Luxray.
Luxray. Please come in, Luxray. You seem like you might be cold. Let me put a nice knitted sweater vest on you.
Lipard.
Lampard. That is my friend's cat that they threw on me when they went on vacation. It can come inside, but I don't know if we're gonna have a friendship about it.
Well, there you go. Hypno.
Please keep that pedophile away from my children.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Please keep that pedophile away from my children.
Mr. Mime.
Please keep that pedophile away from my children. Fuck off!
Fucking Hypno,
Please
Mr.
keep that
Mime, and
pedophile
Jinx.
away from my children.
Yeah, all of those fucking. Oh my God.
That's a dope sword. Come on inside.
That's a dope sword. Goribus.
You can stay away. I don't know why you have titties, but I don't like it. Don't fuck off. It's just meh.
Stay away. Alakazam.
That seems like a good grandpa. You know, fucking. He's got the spoons to feed the kids. Bring him in. Bring him in.
Oh, this is actually. Is it Kadabra? That's Kadabra. No, it is Alakazam.
That's Kadabra.
That's Alakazam.
No, it is Alakazam.
Abracadabra, Alakazam.
Yeah, Kadabra's just one spoon.
That is a mushroom. I'm gonna say that it can be meh. It's not gonna fuck off.
I don't know what it's. I don't remember what it's called.
Honestly, if that thing was outside and it gave me that face, it would be fuck off, please go away.
Yeah.
So, put it in fuck off.
And then finally, Driftbloom.
Meh. It's just gonna go. Actually, no. Wait, this is the one that's based on the freaking.
That's
like
the one that's based on the
yeah.
It snatches kids.
That's a meh. I'm just gonna it's because there's not much I can do about it. If it comes at me, I'm just gonna pull out my 22.
You know what? Just to make it even, let's put the second Gorgeist right below the first. You already had a Gorgeist. You don't need another one.
It's not as good the second time.
Yeah, exactly. And there you go. So that is your
Spooky
scary
Pokemon.
spooky Pokemon tier list.
How do you guys feel about this one? Do you think I had like a fine?
I think it was pretty
I'm all right.
good. Yeah,
I'm
it
all
was
right with it.
Like my,
yeah.
Did you appreciate my reasonings?
Wait,
of
why did I call
Yeah.
it spooky? Wait. Shit. Spooky.
I'm the one that kept saying spooky Pokemon. So
It's
Come on. There we go. Got it. All right. Very good. After everything is said and done, it is a nice list of spooky Pokemon. Now, Dadley, you have quite the undertaking here.
yeah, I'm gonna try to whiz through some of these. I
Welcome-
already kind of pre-made the
So
list.
this list is a little deceiving because we thought this was only going to be 31 movies, but this is 31 Days of Halloween. I think this is on, it's either Freeform channel or one of the other ones.
Yes.
But it's one of the, it is a list full of spooky movies, scary movies.
Yes.
I
And
have seen a few of these, but this is Dadley's list. He has final say, obviously, but yeah, a lot of these are pretty good. A lot of these are, some of them, a lot of them I haven't seen though. So
on a closer inspection, there's more couples that I haven't seen. We'll get to them like rapid fire.
oh yeah,
I'm
what,
willing to take-
do the ones you haven't seen. We'll
Oh.
get those out of the way.
Okay. I have not seen let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 11, Hellbound. It's a
Hellraiser
prequel
2?
to Hellblade. Yeah, it's kind of a prequel, kind of a sequel.
Oh.
It sucks. I never got around to seeing it.
Okay.
Hellfest was one that we were talking about before stream that I've never seen. Reanimator. Where the fuck was that?
Right
I know
here,
it's a
I got it.
classic. I mean to get around to watching it. I've never seen it yet. And Monster Squad I've never seen. Or actually, I'll rephrase that. Monster Squad is the last of the full rows right in the middle.
There we go.
I'll rephrase that. I saw it when I was like 9. I don't remember it at all.
Well, there you go.
There we go.
And so,
I'm willing to take input on this list. I'm not doing scariest because if you look at this list, we have Charlie Brown on here. We
the
got
Great Pumpkin,
Scooby-Doo.
Charlie Brown, yeah.
Yeah. This isn't
This is just
scariest.
classic
this is
movies, yeah.
I want to watch on Halloween.
That is
That's
a
how I'm
good
ranking it.
contender. That is a good, yeah, that's a good qualifier.
It's a very good, yeah.
So right off the back, Alien is dappest. Holy
Yeah.
shit. No one can hear you scream in space. It is the tagline people point to when you're like, what's the best movie tagline? It is everything about this movie pinnacly amazing. Followed
Absolutely.
right behind Beetlejuice. I will not argue if anyone ever says that's going in Dapper. For me, it's dappest. I'm wearing fucking Beetlejuice socks right now. Michael Keaton fucking kills it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Michael
fun.
Keaton Beetlejuice is really good. Yeah.
Really good. The
All right.
musical, also a lot of fun. Apparently, you're allowed to get hand jobs in the theater, from I'm told.
What the
but
fuck?
Do you not know about this?
I did not hear about that.
A congresswoman got caught on camera giving somebody an over-the-pants hand job in Broadway theater during a performance of Beetlejuice.
What? Oh my
Yes.
god. And over the pants.
Over-the-pants hand jobs. Only at Beetlejuice.
Wow. There you go. Coraline.
Coraline. It's going in DAP. It's good. I personally am not a claymation fan. I'm just not. Do you want to put, where do you want
I would put Coraline at least in Dapper, if not Dappest.
I'm willing to move it to Dapper.
It's
I'm a little
really-
skewed.
it's really good. Yeah, no,
No,
it
I
is
said
your
I'm willing
list.
to-
It is
no,
his
I,
list.
I said I'm willing to take feedback. I'm a little askewed. This was the first 3D movie I ever saw in theaters,
Mhm.
and the last. I'm one of those people that 3D movies make extremely nauseous.
Oh god. Well, there you go. But yeah, just as a normal viewing experience, I think Coraline's really, yeah, it's up there. Yeah. All right. What is this?
I'm trying to. I have it pulled up on my computer as well, so I can zoom in. I know I looked at them all, and now I can't remember what. the
Dead
fuck
v
that is.
Blue? Dead or Alive?
Dead or Alive.
Oh, Dead or
Yeah, Dead or-
Alive. Yeah.
Yeah. Dead or Alive. It's dapper. It's a good classic. It's a good stable go-to.
Okay.
Elvira. Hate me all you want. She's hot, but it's a dull movie.
That I won't argue with you.
Yeah. The remake of The Evil Dead. It is dap. It is good. I respect the movie for what it is. If I want to watch The Evil Dead, it's not the version I'm fucking watching.
Yeah.
The version I am watching is Evil Dead 2 and Dappest.
Oh yeah.
There you
Pinnacle
go.
horror film right there.
There you are. Well, how about that?
Now is where my bias
Fright?
is in full force.
This is just
Fright
called
Night.
Fright. Oh, Fright Night.
called-
Yeah.
It's called Fright Night.
Yes.
Under no circumstance is this a good movie. This
Uh-oh.
movie is very poorly written. It has a lot of fuck-ups. It also has David Tennant as the worst vampire hunter in the world.
Oh
and
my
it's going in Dappest. I
Oh
actually,
my
me
God.
myself, watch this on Halloween every year.
That
There
is
is a s-
fantastic.
Where the vampire is trying to get permission to come in the house, and somebody drops a glass, and he's like, "Let me help you clean that up." And the main character runs over the broken glass and is like, "No, I got it." Like, it is a dumb movie.
I'm
But
gonna
it's
zoom
good.
in just a little bit here.
Yeah,
Is that the Ghostbusters remake or is it the original?
think-
That's the original Ghostbusters. Okay.
that's the original.
That's the original, yeah.
It's going in Dapper. Most people put it in Dappest.
Oh.
My issue is I don't know the age range to watch this film because I want to show my kids it, and then I remember that there's actually a lot of sex and jokes about being dickless, and I don't know what's the appropriate time for people to start watching this movie.
The exact time you show a person this movie is when they is 5 days after the first time they ask you about the birds and the bees.
It's going in Dappest now. You have answered my question.
There you
Yes.
go.
There you go.
There you are.
Halloween.
Halloween. Is that the original Halloween?
It's the original Halloween.
Yeah.
Here's where you start getting into the battle of just those OG slasher blood and gut movies.
Mhm.
When it comes to them, Halloween's my bottom. It's a dull movie.
Oh.
I know I am wrong. I know
Oh my
people will call
God.
me wrong. But when it comes to the killers, Michael Myers is the most boring. He is. Jason is way more
That's
interesting
fair.
to watch. Freddy is fun. Ghostface is a fun murder mystery every fucking time. Michael Myers is just there.
Mm-hmm.
The original Hellraiser.
I hope that's
It's
the
that.
original and not like another sequel or something.
I'm gonna assume it's the original.
If it's the
because
original,
original's
where is
not
it?
on here? DAP.
There you go.
Like top of DAP even. It's good. It's definitely a movie that's really good the first time. It doesn't have a whole lot of rewatch value.
I won't argue with you there.
Hocus Pocus. Cult classic. Everyone fucking loves it. I hate this movie.
Oh my God, really?
I hate this movie. Dippy, if you like it.
No, I
will
have no
put it-
opinion. I actually haven't seen it.
Okay, the dullest. It is.
Wow.
I don't like this movie at all.
Then you have a triple threat here. You have,
you have the triple threat.
Tim Curry, It.
Yes.
You have
Chapter
Alexander
1, It Chapter
Skarsgård,
2.
Alexander Skarsgård, It, and then the It sequel to Skarsgård, It.
Yes. All right. So the OG Tim Curry
Yeah.
is Dapper. It is-
Yes,
It is phenomenal movie.
correct.
The remake of it, Chapter 1, is Dapper. I
Yes.
think this is pinnacle, one of the best horror movies ever made. And then they fumbled it. And then they dropped the ball. And everything that was scary about the first one, now that they are grown adults. And Stephen King did a good job writing grown adults to be scared. The actors did a really good job of being a funny, relatable friend group that also had to do shit. I think it's entertaining. It's dull.
There you go.
It follows.
It
You ever wanted
follows.
an STD that could kill you that wasn't syphilis? It's fine. It's like the top of dull, in my opinion. It's fine.
It follows is really not that great of a movie.
It's not. Like, I think it's one of those movies that the first time watching it is pretty okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you never have to see it again.
I'm just okay. I'm glad that a certain movie is not on this list because I would be fighting tooth and nail depending on if you had a differing opinion or not.
Okay, wait, which movie?
It Comes at Night. It's such a terrible fucking.
I'd probably put it in DAP if I'm being honest.
I would not. It comes at night. Okay, it is a fine movie. It's fine. I can't stand that it is like the abstract concept of paranoia amongst strangers, and not like a physical thing, because the movie builds up that it's a physical thing, and you never see any evidence of a physical thing. We talked about it last week.
Yep.
And it was I cannot in good conscience put It Comes at Night higher than Dull on any list like this.
I would keep it locked at the bottom of DAP.
Okay. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
It's Dappest.
It's a classic.
It is.
It's a classic.
It's when you this holds a place for a lot of parents that love horror movies. Spooky season comes around and you gotta find what to watch with the kids.
Exactly.
Which is the same thing I'm gonna say about Monster House. This is a Dappest movie.
Yes,
this is an introduction to horror movies. This is where you start dipping the toe in. And also, genuine, one of my favorite movie quotes of all time is them entering the house for the first time and them going, "Oh, it's the uvula.
That must be the
and
uvula.
That means it's a girl house."
So it's a girl house. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Monster House is one of my absolute favorite movies, from my childhood, just because I had the DVD of it and I watched the DVD over and over and over and over again, even when it wasn't Halloween. It was just such a fun movie in and of its own right.
I'm gonna try not to get too much on tangents. I'm trying to speed through these, but my first experience with Monster House was I was 14 years old and I had to get my spinal fusion. For those who don't know, I have 2 metal rods infused to my spine on either side.
Every time you mention it, I forget about it, and then you explain it again, and I'm like, yep, that sucks.
It is
you vamp for a little, I'm gonna grab a drink.
Yeah. It is a very major surgery and not one that a lot of young people get at that length. I was bedridden for quite a while trying to recoup. My sister put this on and then fell asleep, and I laid in bed fucking terrified. I couldn't move. I couldn't turn it off. I was just stuck with a back that didn't want to work with me watching this movie that sincerely 14 feels too old to be scared of this movie. Fucking terrified. The Living Dead, it's DAP.
Night of the Living Dead?
Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, it's DAP. It's a good classic.
I won't disagree.
It's one of those that you watch when you start enjoying horror movies. Paranormal Activity.
The original Paranormal Activity.
Original. This is a movie that sparked something in a generation. Something about this movie hit a nerve that revitalized horror movies in a way nobody expected it to happen. It's Dapper. It has the notability to be in Dappest, but it's Dapper for me because genuine, one of the sequels ruins it.
Yeah.
We're talking about how it needs to be an It. The opposite is true. With one of the sequels, they get this weird piece of technology that now you can see this weird just blob moving things around the house. And it's so much less scary when a can falls off of a shelf.
Wait, in the Paranormal Activity sequel?
Yes.
Wait.
Yes, there is a sequel. It's like the 5th one.
I was about to say, I've seen, to its credit, I have seen Paranormal Activity 1, 2, 3, and the marked ones.
All right, let me look up which one it is.
Whatever the 5th one was. Whatever the 5th one was.
As well. I haven't seen the 5th one.
Activity.
Is the 5th one the marked ones, or is it?
I think it might be the 4th one. That you they get this piece of technology that lets you see this ghostly blob, this jellyfish-looking thing walking around the house. Knocking everything off shelves, and it just ruins
Yeah, but again, is the 4th one marked ones, or is the 5th one marked ones?
I don't know what you mean by marked one. Oh no, it's just Paranormal Activity 4.
Oh, there is it's just Paranormal Activity 4, and then the 5th one is the marked ones.
There's marked ones, and then there's the Ghost Dimension.
The Ghost Dimension. Oh my!
And then there's
God. There's wait, that means there are 6? That means there are 7?
Yes.
The latest one came out in 2021. All the other ones came 1 year after the other.
Yeah, look. The first one was good. I had I had the basement.
I love
my
2.
house was marked.
I loved 2.
Yes.
2 was my best one, I would
1
say.
and 2, great. I remember seeing 3 as well. Great.
3 was fine. 4 was.
I think I skipped 4, but I did watch the marked one.
Don't watch
Marked
4.
one was-
Don't watch 4. 4 is so terrible. 4 is so bad.
Yeah.
So I had the basement. I had where everyone hung out. My basement had a giant TV that I got from a dumpster, like big box TV that was like thick. And like I just shoved everything in my basement that I could to get comfy. So I had 3 mattresses laying on the floor in front of 2 different couches that like my mom let me buy from Goodwill for $20 and a bunch of recliners. And I will never forget.
Imagine getting a mattress for $20 now.
Yeah,
I know. I will never forget watching Paranormal Activity for the first time in my dark basement, like surrounded by my friends, all laying on different couches and whatnot. Every single one of us being fucking terrified. It was a great movie. The sequel, it's one of the few times I sincerely think the sequels ruined a movie. Poltergeist. It's Dapper.
The original Poltergeist.
Yeah.
It's
Dally,
the classic of all classics.
Yeah.
Dally, can I just say?
Yeah.
Have you ever invited me to your like house during that time when we were in high school? I'd fuck.
Yeah. I do. Oh, good to know. I lost my basement. Or I lost my virginity in that basement. So yeah.
You know what? With how you just described it, makes fucking sense to me.
Yep. We had it had ventilation for the heating system that we cut a hole into so it would just blow hot air down there so we would be warm. But then me and my friends thought it would be fun to light incense inside of it. It was horrific. I'm assuming this is Psycho. I stared at this one.
Alfred Hitchcock's. Yeah, that's Psycho. Yeah.
Is it Psycho or Vertigo?
No, it's Psycho.
It's Psycho? Okay, it's Dapper. It is Dapper.
Does that mean Vertigo would have gone in Dappest?
Yes, I like Vertigo more.
Oh, okay. Somewhat of a quality opinion, I see.
I like Psycho a lot. And I'm just going to throw it out there. I know, unpopular opinion. I think Vince Vaughn in the remake is actually really fucking good. I don't think it's as good cinematography-wise and whatnot. Obviously, it's not Alfred Hitchcock. But Vince Vaughn did a great job.
Alvin Hitchcock.
Ready
or Not.
A lot of fun. Really good, like, date movie because it's scary enough to be like, ooh, let's scoot close. But it has its light moment. It is funny as well. It's Dapper, for sure.
Okay, this is... Hold on.
This is the Japanese The Ring, right? Because The Ring is on here twice, if I remember right.
There's Ring and there's The Ring. The Ring is the remake. Is the American remake. Is the American.
This is the original Japanese one. It's Dapper. It is really good. If you enjoyed The Ring, go watch the Japanese one. Really good.
Yeah. I kept getting told when I was younger, it's like you gotta watch the Japanese.
Which means that the American remake is where?
The American remake is going to go like behind it in Dapper.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good as well. The Japanese one just has a leg up. Saw, not my shtick. It's going in Dulles.
Yeah.
Oh!
It's just I agree with it.
I
It's
hate
just blood
the Saw
and gore.
movies. I hate the Saw movies with a passion.
It's basically people are
Really,
gone.
Dippy. I did not imagine you to like Saw movies.
Okay, let me explain.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me go ahead and put this here. I will agree with its placement on this list and the fact that I would not want to watch this for Halloween. But in terms of like some of the most influential scary stories ever told and put to film, Saw is like up there. Saw is in the top 5 best horror movies of all time, in my opinion.
I have a lot of respect for Saw. They did really good in limited space. They did really good being. They were still, if I remember right, in film school when they filmed Saw.
The first one, yeah.
Yes. With that being said, I find it so fucking boring. I don't like it. I do. I find it boring. Like, it's just I don't know. There's something about it never resonated.
We need to move on before my head explodes.
Yes.
Go
okay,
on.
then I won't say the thing that I was gonna say about.
No,
Saw.
what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
What were you gonna
basically,
say?
the first time I ever watched Saw was I didn't even watch like the first one. I watched like Saw 4 or something like that. It was a bunch of
Oh, see, yeah, you did.
Nah,
You did.
but
it wrong.
like in all
Yeah.
honesty, if that was like what the rest of them were, I could have lived my entire life without seeing a Saw movie and been perfectly fine.
Okay. No, you know what?
Now we can move on.
You're entitled to your opinion, even if it's a wrong opinion. Oh my god, my headphones
No,
are
I
on
think my
backwards.
opinion's quite valid.
I can't see what this one is.
Scary stories to tell in the dark.
Oh, another good introduction to horror movies. It's gonna go in DAP. It's not that great,
Okay.
but
That's
good,
the
good
Netflix
introduction.
one, right? That's the Netflix original one.
No,
right?
this is before Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought Netflix had taken it and adapted it.
They did.
Maybe.
They've done something with it. I'm
That
not
might
sure
be
what.
the Netflix adaptation poster, actually.
It might be. I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know.
It looks like it is.
Scooby-Doo Zombie
Scooby-Doo
Island.
Zombie Island. This is Dapper,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like,
It's so
Dappest?
fucking
Yeah.
Dappest, yeah.
That's like a go-to freaking like.
And we're talking about
flick.
movies to watch on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
This is up
Oh, yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
Scream.
Might be personally my number one. I love Scream with a passion. This is my franchise.
I
It's going
still-
Dappest for sure.
I
I
still
love-
need to watch the Scream movies. I have yet. To.
I have
If
yet
you
to
have
watch the
never-
Scream movies, yeah.
I say this to everyone who hasn't seen it. If you're watching the Scream movies, don't watch them as a horror movie. Don't sit down and like, I'm gonna watch something spooky. Turn yourself into Sherlock Holmes, because every single Scream movie is underlying a murder mystery. You meet the killer in the first 20 to 30 minutes, and you don't know who they are until the end of the movie. They are really good.
By like you meet the killer in the first 20 to 30 minutes, it means that you meet all like the main characters within it.
Yes. Yeah.
within the 20
Huh.
Okay, so that's the mystery of it.
They
It's
are
just like these
giant
I
Giant
always
murder mysteries.
see. I always understood that Scream is a parody of horror movies. It is a parody of horror because it's like it takes tropes that were introduced in slasher flicks and these horror and like just like the gore horror movies, and then turns them around into like, this isn't a fucking movie or a game. Like it's.
It will do that. Yeah, it very much tries. Like every single Scream movie has the character that sits down. Okay, if this is a horror movie, here's what's gonna happen. Like every single Scream movie has that character. But they are really good murder mysteries too.
Okay, fair enough. The Silent
Silent
Hill
Hill.
movie.
Listen,
I don't.
Don't you dare.
I feel like I'd
For
put
the-
it in
listen. For the
Dap.
budget that they had,
Dap?
they did-
high.
I will
Dap,
accept
like high
Dap.
Dap.
I will
Good.
accept Dap.
Yeah.
I was just scared you were gonna put it in dull or dullest.
No,
can I-
it's yeah.
Can I be freaking for the budget that they had for the fucking movie? They did really goddamn good.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a
you are absolutely right.
fantastic.
I think it's one of the better cheap movies ever made because they had like such a low budget that
Pyramid Head's a fucking hunk.
Yeah, exactly. Sleepy Hollow.
I'd
Yeah,
let him
Sleepy
tear
Out with
my
Johnny
ass out.
Depp. It's also Dap. It's worth a one-time watch. Definitely like something to throw on. Like it is good to throw on the week of Halloween. Maybe
Yeah.
not the Halloween movie, but the week of Halloween. The Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense.
Oh yes, that's all.
That's Dapper. It is.
Yeah.
It's not something.
I was about to say it's not exactly a horror
if
movie
someone-
either.
If
I did-
someone, well, it
Yeah.
depends on which version you watch.
Oh wait, no. I'm
'Cause
thinking
there's
of
two
the.
different versions of it.
No,
There's
sorry. Do you want to
There's
know
the
what my?
4TV, and then there's the original Sixth
Do you want to know what my
What were you-
ADHD brain just went?
What?
I thought the Sixth Sense was the Fifth Element. No,
Oh,
Sixth
God.
Sixth Sense. Yeah, no, Sixth Sense is no, yeah.
This is one I like. I need to put on the list of a rewatch. It's been a hot minute. It might go up with a rewatch. Adam's Family.
The
Cult
original
classic,
Adams
going-
Family.
Classic,
Yeah.
good.
It's
fucking-
going in DAP for me personally.
Okay, I can see it there.
That's
there's-
respectable.
There's two types of like Halloween lovers. There's the Halloween lovers that like the blood and gore, and there's the Halloween lovers that like this is the autumn vibes crew. Like
The
Right.
cabin horror fucking
yes.
type people. Yeah.
And which of those are
Uh,
you, Dadley?
I'm a mix of both. I'm
Okay,
good
okay.
with
I was
either.
about to
I
say-
think everybody's a little mix.
I'd put Adam's
family.
Family a little lower because I'm not an Autumn Vibes guy. I'm a blood and gore guy. Then why don't you like Saw? Like that kind of thing. All right.
I'm
The
a mix of both,
Autopsy.
like,
I will
yeah.
say when it comes to like
Mhm.
what you have so far, Dadley, if
Mhm.
someone were to suggest one of these movies to watch, I not be like the ones that are in Dappest are 100%. Yeah, I'm fucking down.
The most
do it.
suggestible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, except for if someone suggested to me, "Hey, let's watch the original Silent Hill movie," I'm fucking down, merely because that's one
Mhm.
of like the movies that not like impacted me for like horror
See,
movies. and
The
shit.
Silent
Autopsy. Oh, sorry.
Great. Oh, just really quick. Silent Hill, great movie. Not even like a Halloween movie in my brain. Not like
yeah,
October
it's really.
Fire.
I
not.
mean,
It's
that's
like, you can
fair.
watch that anytime.
It's a
Yeah.
So if we're going October vibes, I agree. Except for like the Halloween movie. Fucking what?
The Autopsy, I feel like I can't put it higher than Dull. I know I've seen it. I know I walked out of the theater being like, that was fine, and I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it now. Oh, did Dippy freeze?
I don't know.
He's just-
No,
he's
he's
just
yeah.
very still.
He just went quiet.
So
Wow,
Yeah,
I've
Autopsy is-
fallen really far down the Duolingo leaderboards. I've not
Oh,
been.
really?
I've
Oh,
not been
no.
learning as much
Jimmy,
as I
get your
should.
shit together.
here, we'll finish up this list, and then do you want to take break? I'll go get a drink. You can do your Duolingo,
Yeah,
and then we'll hop back
and
into
then
like,
we'll.
the final
Well,
list.
the last list is a little shorter.
Oh, okay.
So,
Alright,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Uh,
So yeah,
yeah.
Autopsy.
We just knock
it's
it all
dull.
off.
I know
Out.
I've seen it. I don't remember a damn thing about it.
yeah.
Like it did not imprint on my brain. Blair Witch Project.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking.
It's going in Dapper.
Yeah.
Like absolute
I
top
agree.
pinnacle of Dapper.
I feel like. Can I explain like how I feel this list is?
Mhm.
Now it is
Sure.
like Dappest is a no questions asked. Let's fucking do it.
Yes.
Dapper is like, ooh, do I want to live through that right now?
Yeah.
Like, am I
Dappest is the-
down for this vibe that this movie is giving me? Dap is like, oh yeah, I'm in that mood. Let's fucking go.
Mhm.
But like, if you weren't in that mood, you wouldn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Dole is just kind of
I would watch it. Sure.
like, we'll fuck to this, sure.
if a date asked me to watch it, I would watch it. That's what Dole is. for me.
Dolist is like, okay, what kind of fucking person are you right now? Like, are you
Ab-
like, it's like
Mhm.
fifth date material where you really find out what the
Mm.
person is. Like Hocus Pocus, hey, it's the fifth date. Let's watch Hocus Pocus. It's the
I just
middle
realized,
of-
yeah, my Dolist has the two opposite ends of Halloween.
Or like, let's watch Saw. Like, let's watch Saw, and then you look at your date and you're just like, are you a fucking psychopath?
Oh my
Let's
God.
find out.
The Cabin in the Woods.
Ooh, this movie holds such a place in my heart.
Mhm.
It's Dappest for me. It's right behind Scream for Dappest.
Oh,
It is-
okay.
But not if you've never seen anyone watching right now, or you two, if you've never seen it, watch it. If
Okay.
if you've ever in your life enjoyed a horror movie, you have to see this movie. It is one of these movies that like Scream was made to be like, we're gonna make fun of the horror genre. Cabin in the Woods was made as a love letter to the horror genre. Like
Mm.
it is so fucking good.
The Conjuring.
It's Dap. I don't get it if I'm totally being honest. I
Okay.
feel like I genuine, and this is not self-deprecating in the slightest. This is like honest review. I don't think I'm smart enough to get it. I think there's a lot of things in this movie that make it technically a very good movie that I
Yeah.
myself don't understand.
Yeah.
Um,
What I would also say is if you don't understand The Conjuring but you want to watch something like The Conjuring and enjoy it, just watch A Haunting in Connecticut. A Haunting in
Facts.
Connecticut is so much better than
Yes.
Okay, wait. Fuck, I think it's The Conjuring 3. I remember watching.
Annabelle.
fuck, was
Conjuring
it
Annabelle?
Annabelle.
dude, The Conjuring has spawned so much because The Nun is also in the Conjuring
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
Insidious is in the Conjuring
No,
universe.
it's
and then
not. Insidious
Yes, it
is not a
is.
part of the Conjuring universe.
I'm
It's
almost
just got the
positive
same-
it is.
No, the Insidious came before The Conjuring.
Dude,
So
it's
if
just got the
anything-
same actor that's acting as the dad. It's just. the
Oh,
same-
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking of. The Crow.
I'm interested to see what you have to say about this,
I-
Natalie. The Crow.
Okay, yeah, no, I just googled it. They're not related. The
Mm-mm.
Crow is one that makes me sad. I'm going to like
Yeah.
I grew up in like The Crow was one of my favorite movie. I mean, rewatched it. Now, two things are too glaring. One, Bruce Lee's son dies. Like that, like there's no getting around it. He died on set of that movie.
He died the same way his dad died.
Did he? I did not know that.
Yeah, that was a huge thing, is that he died the same.
No.
Bruce Lee died of like being injured in like from like, I think it was the gunshot or it was something else, but basically he died of a wound during a movie, and his son dies.
I did not know that.
Fucking wound from a movie.
It's not. I'm gonna say right now, it's not going a duelist. As much as I'm gonna say all this, it's still gonna be Dapper because it holds too much nostalgia for me.
Yeah,
But the other thing now, as an adult, this movie's just hard to watch, and I don't mean like gruesomeness or anything. It's so dark. Everything is so poorly lit that my eyes are like, I don't know what the fuck's going on half the time.
Just turn up the lighting on your fucking TV.
No, but just sincerely,
the original The Exorcist.
It's Dappest. It's a classic. It's a go-to. It's fucking great. There's not much else to say. Fuck it. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Like, not much to say about it.
Yeah,
that puts it all the way up here.
Yeah.
The Frighteners.
The Frighteners. Is this the original with Kevin Bacon? I think so. It's Dap. It's a good one-time watch. Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop.
I'm just gonna throw it out right now that my first experience with Little Shop of Horrors was through TikTok. Actually, it's a movie I only seen in recent. And like the audio going around of like, feed me. Does it have to be human? Feed me. Does it have to be mine? Feed. I thought the plant then responded with, I thought the plant originally responded with feed me semen. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
You've got to be kidding me.
No, that's what I thought it was.
God.
That being said, it's a Dapper movie. It's a good watch.
Okay.
I have yet to watch that. I will admit to not being. Like, I don't watch a lot of these.
The Nightmare. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I'm just gonna leave Tim Burton out of the equation.
Okay, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, separate the artist from the art. It's Dappest. Yeah. It's amazing. I wouldn't have gotten it tattooed on my body if I didn't. Oh, I didn't even talk about the fact that I also have an It tattoo.
Oh, there you go.
I wouldn't get it tattooed on my body if I didn't fucking love this movie. Of course, it's Dappest.
Yeah.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I don't know. If I can make another category that's just
it's iconic.
It's just a movie. Like, how the fuck do I word anything about this movie? I think the movie itself is Dap. I think the community that is built around this movie is Dappest. If you've never gone to a live viewing of this movie, oh my god, it is so much fucking fun. Don't admit it's your first time.
I've heard it.
I'm gonna throw it out there. I feel like the only issue with the community is that if you admit it's your first time, they take lipstick, they write a big V on your face for virgin and shit like that. And I think it's a little outdated. Besides that, it's a lot of fun. The movie itself, something I want to watch on Halloween, it's sticking in Dap. The Thing. Yeah. Dapper. I'm never gonna say no to watching it. Dapper.
There you go. The Witches. Something. I don't know if that. The Witches. Does that say anything else?
One slip through the cracks. I never seen
Dippy and Hams.
It's just The Witches. Oh, this is
It's
fun. Who the fuck wrote the BFG? Roald Dahl?
Roald Dahl?
Roald Dahl. This is an adaptation of his book. I've never seen the movie, but I like the book. So in that case, I'm gonna put it. I feel like I should I'll just stick it in haven't seen. I like the book though.
Okay. Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat. Halloween needed a cuter icon. Welcome to Trick or Treat. It's a Dap movie. It's fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
What We Do in the Shadows. Uh-oh. Oh God, no. No.
Great. It's a Dappest movie. If you don't want to watch a horror movie on Halloween, but you want to watch something that's spooky. Oh, yeah. And then Zombieland. Oh my God. I don't
honestly.
Personally, it's dull. It was a phenomenal first time watch, and then 0 rewatch value for me. I'm willing to put it higher if y'all want to. Then just personally,
Okay.
I've sat down to try to rewatch it, and it's not that good.
Can I
to
just
me.
say
what you said? It's one of those things that it's like
scariest ones.
it's really hard to hear you say it, but I can't help but agree. Like,
Yeah, like it. I watched it first time, like 11 o'clock showing that I had to walk back to my friend's house for. Like that was a great experience. Sitting down and watching it on my couch, it's just not that great. Here's the best way I would word it. I would fucking kill to go see that movie in theaters again.
Yeah.
Besides that, it's not a good at-home viewer.
That's a good way to put it.
And there's my list.
There you go. So your list of the Dapperween scary movies to watch on Halloween.
Yeah. I'm actually this is the first list I've made. I'm extremely confident.
Yeah, it's really good. Absolutely.
I think it's because like we didn't interfere with it.
Yeah.
I feel very good about
All right,
this
y'all. Now, this is going to be a little bit this is it. This is the Halloween costume tier list. I'm expecting tooth and nail, blow for blow. Like, give it all you've got to defend your favorite costume on this fucking list.
This is I want to pitch how we rank this.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have a separate pitch for this.
Okay. It's October 30th.
Mm-hmm.
You get the phone call early that morning. Like you're eating breakfast and you get the phone call. Hey, there's a costume party tomorrow. You want to come? And there is nothing in your house. And you have to go to Spirit of Halloween right now and buy something for the next day.
Okay.
What do you want to wear to that party?
Okay.
Can I just say we're gonna put the furries and the scalies at dullest because that's just a fucking lifestyle. Don't make a costume out of it. So the dog, dullest.
We'll get there.
We'll get there when we get there. But here's the other pitch that I had.
Okay.
It is Halloween night. You are in your own like custom costume, whatever you are. The assumption is that you are old enough to be living in your own house with your own costume, with your own family, whatever, and you hear ding, ding, and you go up to the door with your bowl of Halloween candy and you open it. Your first impression of this kid wearing this costume is where it goes on this list. When they say trick or treat and you have to give them a candy, like it's not exactly. I don't want to word it as you're giving more candy to someone who's higher up on this list, because these are all adults wearing these costumes as well. But like,
here's my one issue with that. There's such a difference between seeing a grown woman dressed as a nurse and seeing a child dressed as a nurse.
Yeah, there is a difference. Yeah.
CPS.
I'm not doing that far. Maybe they just want to be a nurse when they grow up. Buddy.
Yeah.
Well, then get a normal nurse outfit.
This doesn't say sexy nurse.
Yeah, it doesn't say sexy nurse.
It might as well.
It just says nurse costume. Now, here's the compromise between that, which I feel like we might be able to come to. You hear the knock on the door. The kid is wearing a kid costume, and the parent is wearing. The parent is standing. It's either they're either standing on the side of the road or they have walked up with their kid wearing this costume, and you're like. Your first impression is like
you're wearing single or very happy with their relationship.
So, I'm here for that compromise. I'm down for this.
Okay, so
really
it is Halloween night.
Can I tell a mini story?
Sure.
My first year trick-or-treating with my children. I was like, it's my little brother who's old enough to do it on his own. My son and both my sons. One of my sons is very tiny. I think he was 2 because they didn't trick or treat the first year. It was too cold. Welcome to New England.
My son was 1 day old his first Halloween. So
yeah.
Wow. There you go.
And my youngest, little Grayson, did not understand the idea of trick or treating yet. And so when the person opened the door, he just walked into this stranger's house.
Oh God. Oh,
he got as far as to sit down on their stairs and look at them and then say, "Trick or treat."
Oh my God. That is so precious, but also so scary.
I know, genuine. I had to sit back and be like, some people won't let you out of the house. You can't do that. Like,
Bradley,
yeah.
I can just imagine 19-year-old, like what was it, 19 years old?
It's my youngest, so I was like 21.
Okay, so 21-year-old, fresh fucking like faced Bradley,
Baby
just
face.
being like.
Yeah.
Like just being scared to be
Just
like, what do I do? My kid outdid me.
No, I was on the side of the road and I yelled at my little brother. I'm like, get him! Like,
Get him!
Your little brother just starts walking off and she's like, what? Like,
Oh my god.
my little brother took the get him not as I'm gonna get this child, as I have to now fight this adult.
Oh
Who
no.
has my nephew. Nothing
Oh,
happened.
no.
He did not throw hands. But he had a panic of, oh my god, I'm gonna yell at to fight this adult. Like,
Oh
no,
my
it's
god.
not. I want to also lovingly. My little brother's also on the spectrum, so maybe screaming "get him" was not the most I should have done.
Get him! That's funny.
Okay.
All right, so it is Halloween night. You are in your own costume that is unrelated to the costume that how we are ranking these costumes. First and foremost, what costume are you wearing?
The Big Lebowski. So if I'm holding a drink in front of these kids, it doesn't fucking matter.
Well, obviously I have my costume put together, but like, you know, it would be, I don't know. Yeah, so it's probably that. Dono?
I'm probably gonna be. Let me see all the other costumes right there.
It's
Oh, do
not.
we have to pick
It's not
from
something.
these?
No, it's not something
Oh.
on this list. It's you. I just asked, what costume are you wearing if you're sitting at the door giving kids candy for Halloween?
Honestly, I'm gonna be a burglar. I'm just gonna get a ski mask, put it over my face, and just be like, "Here you go, fucking this is
Every time you answer the door, you're just like, "This isn't my house." Like,
this is my house, this is my candy, but here you go." Man.
There you go. All
right.
right. So.
These cops show up, it's like, "Here's some
Yeah.
candy, man."
Ding dong. Trick or treat. Mom's standing there wearing a nurse costume.
that's Dappest. It is.
Yeah.
That's
That is-
There's
Dappest.
no getting.
It's
There's
Dappest.
no getting around it.
There is no way of it's. I mean, you gotta be like really desperate to put this lower than Dappest, or really satisfied with whatever your situation is now to put this below Dappest. Honestly,
I'm perfectly comfortable saying Dappest.
Yeah.
You can take care of me any night. Like, this next one.
other
Just-
animal costumes.
Honestly, let's think about this for a second.
Oh, okay.
If a little boy or a little girl comes up and they're just like in a cute little dog outfit, fucking adorable.
Mm-hmm.
If I see a
Yeah.
mom in this, I'm just like, "You're a weird mom." If I see a dad in a dog costume, like that's a cool dad. That's a cool.
Okay, well,
fucking-
I was gonna say, can we take a beat to see what animals are on the list?
that you would
We
have to
have-
say other. You have
Yes.
bunnies. You have T-Rexes. You have cats.
You have
Okay,
hot
so-
dogs.
At
Alright,
a
so
stretch, you
dog-
have werewolves. So
Alright,
other
so-
animals would probably include dogs.
Is a
dog,
T-Rex
mostly.
technically a scaly?
I
There's
don't.
also the spider costume right there.
Is there a spider?
Spider
Yes.
costume.
You mean the
Danny DeVito.
bat?
No, Danny DeVito.
Oh my god, why the fuck is
Oh
Danny
my
DeVito
god,
on
why
this?
the fuck?
The man is Dappest though, so let's just get that figured out.
Let's just get that squared away. Danny DeVito walks
Yeah,
up in
no,
a spider
yeah.
costume.
Danny
It's
DeVito.
Dappest, yeah.
Danny DeVito comes up to my house and just like, "Hey bud, you want to come inside?"
Oh, and bats as well. Yeah, bats are on here. So
Yeah,
any
bats.
other animal that isn't a bat, a bunny, a cat, a
Literally
a bat, a bunny, a
pointing out
cat,
the
a
bat
T-Rex.
after pointing out all the other animals.
Look, man.
It's like, "Did you mean the
I-
bat?" It's like, "No." It's like, "Oh
I
yeah,
would-
there's bats."
I would put this in dull.
Yeah, because
The
okay,
good
I will say
animals are
as much as my an orange stripy shirt and like the cat ears and the little orange stripy tail hanging off the back and like it was passable, you know, as a mom
Tina the
costume.
Tiger.
Yeah, it's something like that. It was fine.
I would move it up to Dap. There's a lot of different animals that you could like. An
Yeah.
elephant costume sounds fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
and you wouldn't have to lose any
giraffe,
weight
not the
either.
ass.
A giraffe.
A giraffe. You
Just
just have a
big
long
animal
tool.
head.
Yeah. Pirate costume now.
Um,
I will say this is heavily dependent on you open the door and it's just like a generic pirate versus you open the door and it's Jack
Honestly,
Sparrow. If this man
cool.
this man is wearing a full blown fucking Jack Sparrow costume, A+ tier. It would fall under the category. It is a pirate costume.
I just want to say this though: pirates are cool.
They are cool.
Like pirates are just cool. I don't care
I'm
if it's
drinking rum out of the bottle all night. I have to put pirates up high.
Like, yeah, it has to be. Honestly, if you're a pirate, Dappest. It's freaking.
I'm
pirates
going.
are cool.
Oh, I was gonna put Dapper. I would say Dapper.
Dapper?
For
I would say Dapper
you
too.
get real lazy
Alright.
with a pirate.
I can agree with that.
You can, yeah.
You can't just get a white puffy shirt and a fake sword and be like, I'm a pirate. Like,
Sometimes you don't even need the shirt.
Yeah. So, princess.
Princess. This example is obviously Princess Peach.
Honestly, it's
If the
Dappest.
mom.
No
I was
matter
gonna put it
who.
at Dole.
Huh?
Really? Because like, if it's any gender, any person that's wearing, like, I know it's like a generic princess costume, but like, I mean, if you're a grown ass woman dressing up as a princess, it kind of depends. But if you're like a little girl, or you're like, you know, a boy that just wanted to be a princess, like, or like if you're a dad that wants to be that dresses up as a princess, fucking yeah, like, you gotta be.
I think just talking generic Halloween costume, princess is pretty. Bleh.
Didn't you want to be a princess this year, Bradley?
I was making a joke about being Barbie.
Yeah. Princess is a little generic. It's just like, let's wear nice clothes for like.
See, that's what it's at. Like, I feel like
It's not
like,
creative.
I am fortunate enough that I've known many of pretty ladies,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say half their wardrobes could be just, oh, I'm dressed as a princess. Like,
Yeah.
so I would put it at Dole personally.
Yeah, I would agree.
I feel like there's
Well,
a lot
we
of
have to put
women
it
that
up
would
some
get
because
upset with you about
Donna
that.
wants to put it at Dapper. So we gotta find Dap.
Well, the middle
I'll put
ground
it at
between
Dap.
Dappets and Dull is Dap. I would say
Let's
I
just
would
do
agree
Dap.
with Dap. Yeah.
Okay.
You can, because there are some good. You have to look at the really good and the really bad princess costumes out there. Like,
Yep.
any of the
My daughter-
if you can
my
nail
daughter
the
dresses up as a princess like every single day.
if
So,
if you
yeah.
can
See,
nail
that's
the look,
adorable.
that's the that's the other thing, is that a princess is kind of can be an everyday costume if you wanted, you know. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. All right. Pumpkin costume. Why?
Where we go?
Just and you open it up and the person. Okay, if this was a kid,
It's a dad costume. It's a dad
it's a
costume.
total dad costume. But I'm looking at this dad and I'm like, what happened to your manhood today, sir? Like,
I'm looking at this dad, and I'm being like, fuck yeah. You're my kind of guy. That's some Dapper shit.
I
love
disagree.
A good pumpkin costume.
See, I'm disagreeing because I'm like, I don't know. There's something that's just like you. I don't know. I'm not feeling the vibe. I'm not feeling the vibe of the pumpkin costume.
All right, Donna, where you at?
Me and my family went as a patch of pumpkins for our last Halloween in Utah. So, and then I was a pumpkin when I was 5, and that's the one Halloween that I was younger and I remember doing, because it was like,
You have a very
Okay,
strong connection
fine.
to pumpkin costumes. Then
apparently,
that's two Dappists. I mean, I'm not beating that. That's fine.
We
It
can
can
put it
go
in
there.
Dapper.
Yeah,
Middle
no.
ground
I will concede
Okay.
my vote. It will go in Dappist. Now,
robot costume.
robot. And it's just a fucking
Listen,
toy
if you're-
robot. It's the square body toy robot.
Yeah.
No, fuck
But
off.
like, if they're
No.
a transformer and they go like down,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the
like,
thing. Is
that's
that
the
this
Dappers.
category has room
Could
for a
get
lot
really
of things.
big.
Yeah, it could get really cool. It could get really big. Like,
yeah.
you could have, but now think about how
my
accessible the
favorite-
best versions of the robot costumes
Honestly,
are, though.
I'm
Oh,
not
this is a
thinking about
dull
like the
costume.
best thing,
Yeah.
but also like even the minor transformer ones, like where it's just like cardboard
Dude,
slaps on
even
your
the
arm.
minor
Yeah.
That's
Transformer
so
ones, though,
cool.
are-
It's
It
hard to
is,
pull it
but
off.
that's way above
Yeah.
most people's expectation of a
Yeah,
robot costume.
yeah.
Like if you're just a kid that's in like a yellow jumpsuit and you drawn on like
Alright.
mechanical parts,
Mhm.
but you have the cardboard and you took the time and you painted it and you got like a trunk on your head or whatever, and you go into that, I'm giving you double amounts of candy. Okay,
This is
That
why
is
I
the-
wanted to
it's-
make the rules ahead of time.
Yeah, it's
yes. If
effort-
this is a handmade children's
It's-
costume, fuck yeah, that's
Yeah,
incredible.
it's
if
effort-
We're talking about adults.
Yeah, this is okay. It is fully dependent on the amount of effort being put into the costume, and robot costumes have so much effort, even for the minimal requirement for a robot
know.
costume.
It is.
I
it's-
would not try to
can't
make a
put it
robot.
at Dole.
Yeah,
I can't put it at Dole because of the effort you have to have.
Where
to
are you
have.
putting it then?
I would put it at least in DAP. I wouldn't say it's Dapper, but because it has such good potential of being like just its bare minimum is respectable enough to be in DAP. If you put even more effort than the bear, it becomes better.
Deadly.
I'm sticking my ground and saying no. You
Yeah.
can cut a hole in a cardboard box, paint some knobs on it, and say, "Look, I'm a robot," and it took you 10 minutes to fucking do.
But it's also, and that in and of itself doesn't make it a great costume.
Okay,
I-
fine. I'll concede.
sticking with-
It's okay.
Wait, where are you putting it, Dadley? Where are you putting it?
I'm putting it in Dole. I'm keeping it in
Yeah,
Dole.
you're keeping it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where I'm keeping it too.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I will
I imagine the point, Dono. I can see it. Like
Yeah.
you're seeing it as it's DAP because the good ones have a lot of effort put into them. We're saying it's dull because if you want it to be good, you have to put more effort into it. Like
All right.
if
Evil clowns.
Evil Clown, pretty good.
Dullest,
I'm
dullest.
what? I was gonna say Dapper
Dullest, man.
because
don't-
if we're
I haven't met anyone that dressed as an evil clown for Halloween that also doesn't have a rap sheet. Like,
Yeah.
okay, no, you know what? You
Like-
have a very good point. Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say, think about a really good Pennywise
I didn't wanna bring
costume, like, and
I didn't
like
wanna bring
if
up
the
that
kid
point,
is,
but he's got a fucking point.
if the kid isn't scared by their adult wearing this costume, I would put it a little higher. But this is a pretty scary costume for just a kid, just to
like-
be walking around with your kid with it. Now, if the kid is the one wearing the evil clown costume, that
It's
might put
still,
it a little
like-
higher too. I don't know.
that kid
that
definitely
kid-
kills pigeons on his free time.
Yeah,
that kid
it's the
needs
dullest.
therapy.
It's dullest.
It's a honestly, it's a red flag costume.
Yeah,
It
red
is,
flag
it
costume.
absolutely
Yeah.
is. Oh no. My Facebook profile picture used to be me and a girlfriend dressed up as Joker and Harley Quinn.
Oh, but that's not evil
I'm glad
clown.
you're better than that now.
Yeah.
It's the definition of evil clown.
I mean,
You know
that's
what?
fair.
Dadley, I'm proud of how much you've
I'll see if I
done
can find
in
it.
life.
Okay.
I'll see if I can find it.
We have a firefighter costume.
False valor. No.
Firefighter costume
Ima-
is stolen valor.
Imagine dressing up as that character for Halloween, and then to every like military dressed individual, to every firefighter, to every cop, you're just like, oh, false valor.
You just dress up as a douchebag, essentially. So Dadley doesn't have to change
Whoa,
much.
I got
I
it.
was about to say. Oh my god. Thank you for following me with that rabbit hole, Dadley. All right. So,
I'm here for a firefighter. Like, it's a good dap.
can I say how fucking niche this costume is, though? How little creativity there is? And also, it's just a job. Like, firefighters have uniforms. A firefighter
It's a
uniform.
very scary job.
Any job with a uniform can become a costume.
It can. And in my mind, that puts the costume lower because if the person going out for Halloween, in my adult example, is like "Dun, dun," and you open the door and the kid is standing there with a costume, but the guy is just standing there in his firefighter uniform that you've seen him in every time you've seen him work as a firefighter, you're just like, oh, hey Dan, where's your costume? And I'm just and he's
That's
just
fair.
like,
yeah.
I'm putting it
Definitely
lower
you-
because of that. Where are you two putting it? Where are you two putting it?
I don't. Honestly,
I was-
I'm impartial to it.
I'll put it in Dole.
Dull? Yeah, I would
I'll
agree to put
dull.
it in dull. Where would you put it?
I'll I'm impartial, so basically just DAP. It's just
Dap? Okay. We
Yeah,
can move it
but,
up to
like,
Dap. I can put it in
I'm
either
good with
Dap or
dull.
Dull. As long as it's not going higher than Dap, because it's literally just like
That's why.
if we're
Jimmy,
talking-
don't you
if we're-
have a
if we're s-
firefighter hat?
no. I have a safety helmet, but not a firefighter helmet. No.
Should you get one of those?
I should. It would be a pretty bitchin' hat. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now we're getting into some classic stuff here. The Frankenstein costume. First and foremost, it's
So-
Frankenstein's monster, not Dr. Frankenstein.
This is a costume that the whole costume really could be face paint right off the back.
It could.
Face paint and a little bit of hair dye, and you got yourself a costume.
Yeah.
And for that, I feel like it's dapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a recognizable costume that is low effort. It normally
Yes.
looks good. Like,
And it can be enhanced with your garb. You can make the garb fit the costume better, but the costume can just be easy enough as like gray or green face paint and like the hairpiece, you know, if you really wanted.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's recognizable. It's
it's
classic.
a dapper costume.
It's classic. As its counterpart, a mummy costume.
I also feel like this is dapper.
Do you
I
know
love
how
a
much?
good mummy.
Do you know how much effort it would take if for a homemade mummy costume? You literally have to sit there and wrap your kid in toilet paper, or wrap yourself in just roll after roll
Also,
after roll
now
of
it's
toilet paper.
expensive.
Now it is
It
expensive to do that now, but
Thanks,
very-
COVID.
like, but
Ruining my costume.
with the ready-made mummy costumes that it's just a cloak you slip on and it has the effect of it, very effective. Like I
Yes.
like a
thanks
good
I think this is a
classic.
dapper costume.
It's just a classic mummy costume. I love it.
I think the thanks COVID is the new thank you Obama.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yes.
COVID. Thanks Obama. Thanks COVID. All right. Any food costume. I have a story about this, which is going to berate or not delineate
word
my
out, Jimmy.
decision. I was working at Cracker Barrel on Halloween last year. I don't know if it was on Halloween day. I don't know if I went home for it or not. But when I was there were some people that were coming in costumes and all this other stuff, and it was fine and it was all good. They were nice. And then this group of like 5 or 6 different frat guys from MTSU all came in like wiener costumes and like these like weird food costumes. Like I think one of them said he was scrambled eggs, but he was just wearing like a yellow shirt. And like, but there were 2 people in this group that were both in the hot dog and mustard costume. And they were such fucking dicks to me the entire time I was serving them. And they were like, woo! And it was just like, I could not stand these people, and it forever ruined the image of the food costume in my mind, where anytime I see someone wearing a food costume, I'm just like, oh, you're a dick. I'm putting it in dull as a result of that, at the very least. At the most, I'm putting it in dull.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you in dull. I think besides couples costume, which I'm sorry you had a negative experience.
Yeah.
Besides couple costumes, it's fucking boring. It's just a boring costume.
Dull it is. We can agree on that. A zombie costume. Now this one is very dependent on the amount of effort you put in. Just like the robot.
Facts.
It's a classic costume. But
It is one that I will say also matches that makeup could be a costume in itself.
yes. But where I will say that, but at Frankenstein, you didn't have to tear up your clothes. Zombies,
Yes.
you have to like tear up your clothes, or you have to buy new clothes that you tear up, or you just coat a set of clothes in fake blood and it doesn't come out, and they are your blood clothes forever. There's a commitment behind a zombie costume that isn't behind a lot of these other ones.
All that is true.
Mm-hmm.
The commitment is not like it's wasted, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's a daft costume at best.
It is a DAP costume. It's a good costume. Dono? Zombie costume?
Yeah, I agree. I just don't like.
Can
Abraham
we-
Lincoln, Dappist, fucking get in there. The man is dressed
I was about to say,
to the nine and is all about the freedom of everybody.
for the sake,
Save my brothers. Okay.
ding dong, open up door. First thing you think of when you hear president costume in the modern day and age.
Oh no.
Dullest. Let's just
Yeah.
fucking leave it at that.
Yeah.
If
I
it's
thought it was it.
any
Well,
president,
actually,
if you were to dress up as any president pre 1900, it would maybe be a pass.
I don't know, a
Maybe.
good George Washington costume.
Yeah,
Like a good George Washington.
yeah. That's what I'm
here for it.
That's a pass. But ding dong, open door, orange face, yellow wig. No, I'm just this is not the time, man. It's not the
Get a
time.
job. Kidding.
Get a job.
Yeah, this is dullest.
That-
Actually,
that-
I move it to
that
dull
person-
only because they were a good.
Yeah,
ones to pick.
I will say, if you pre 1900, I would put it like DAP. Post 1900, you're stepping in territory that you're gonna piss people off for whether advertently, whether that's your goal and you're a dick, or inadvertently and you had no intention behind it. It's gonna happen anyway.
Yep.
Now,
Just a good old
this
bat.
is not a place for political costume.
Yes.
All right, bat costume.
I like
These
a
are the
good bat.
ready-made. These are the ready-made ones, like where you have like the webbed wing, like all the way from your arms to your legs or whatever. Kind of cool. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
kind of cool. Low effort because it's ready-made, and if you try to make it yourself, it's a little more effort. It's kind of in robot territory, but I am not against a good bat costume.
I think this is at most a DAP.
Yeah, I would put it at depth.
Yeah.
Ding dong, bunny costume, fucking like I'm not giving you a second chance, buddy. You're not leaving
this Dappist.
you're not leaving
What?
you're not leaving alive. It's going
Yeah.
in Dappist because this is a
Rabbit
fucking
season.
It's Wabbit
it's
season.
Wabbit season. There's no fucking excuse for this. Like, why are you dressed up as just a generic bunny? But you step one step past generic, and it's immediately one of the best costumes on this list.
Absolutely.
When we're gonna move on, burglar costume.
It's a DAP. It's just a good run-of-the-mill.
It's a good run of the mill costume. Here's my small comedic nitpick with this. Modern day and age, someone could literally commit crimes, and I'm sure people have in the past. And there are going to be fewer and fewer people
every day.
Well, but here, okay, what I'm trying to say here is that there are fewer and fewer people who are going to stop someone from living out their costume on Halloween. And that's a
Yes.
little concerning when
That's fair.
burglar costumes are on the table. I don't know. That's one of those things I'm just like, it's a comedic nitpick. It's a DAP costume. But I'm a
Yeah,
little
it's a
concerned.
DAP.
If I and open up the door and you are dressed as a burglar and your kid isn't, that's suspicious.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm here with you.
You see
for
what I
that.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a little, yeah. Or you open up and there is no kid, but there's a man dressed as a burglar. Like slam the door back in his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just something to consider for a lot of these too, is and there's just
And
a guy
it's just a grown
it's just a
adult?
grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman in this costume without a kid.
Yeah.
That would give room for a robot to move up, in my opinion. Grown-ass or not up necessarily, I don't know. All right.
I'm good where it's at.
Yeah.
Cat costume.
Cat
That's
costume.
a dappest as well.
Yeah.
Always down for a good cat costume.
Always down for a nice skin tight, voluptuous.
Okay. Well,
Dippy, I didn't know that you like to wear that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but you do now, and how does it make you feel?
I mean,
That was a joke. That was a joke. Hold on, my internet is
it's gonna make-
collapsing.
it's
That
gonna
was a
feel
joke.
certain way, but,
It was
you
a
know,
joke.
let's
It
not
was
talk about
funny.
that right
It was
now.
a funny joke. All
mine
right.
wasn't.
Clown
it was a
costume.
good joke. It's dullest. I hate clowns.
Murder clowns. Evil clowns, regular clowns, no
clowns.
difference. Put this list out maybe 6 years ago. There's a big difference. Now there's no
Yeah.
difference. There's basically no difference in between these costumes anymore. It's kind of scary that there is no difference between these costumes anymore, but there isn't. I'm gonna cite my firefighter costume reference when I say cop costume.
Yeah, I find it silly that people dress up as cops. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and what's even worse is the implication of there's and you just like, oh hey Bob, and he's just in his officer's attire, and
Yes.
and you're like, you're not like, hey Bob, you're like, uh-oh, what's wrong? That's
Howdy, officer.
yeah, hi
Officer.
officer, and you're just
How high are you? No, officer, it's high. How are you?
that's funny. But in terms of cost,
God damn.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's like
It's leaving a bad taste in my mouth. It's leaving a
Yeah.
bad taste in my mouth because even if it's a
Joel.
costume quality cop costume, it's still like, what kind of
Actually,
authority figure complex
talking-
do you have?
Talking horror movies and whatnot, I'd actually be willing to put like firefighter, DAP, cop costume, and Dull. When the remake of Halloween came out,
Mm-hmm.
it got edited. Not a whole lot of people talk about this.
Mm.
When the remake of Halloween came out, there was a scene of Michael Myers killing firefighters. And so many people were like, you don't kill firefighters. You don't do that. And it got replaced with him killing cops. And nobody fucking
complained,
cares.
right? That's a sad state in and of itself, number one. Number two, that's firefighter, DAP, cop, Dull, right? Like,
Yeah.
now, cowboy costume. That's a dapper.
Dappest.
Dappest? Yes, I will put cowboy and dappest. Yeah.
Dappest.
Yeah, cowboy is absolutely a dappest because it's the right mix of not so much effort that that most people can't get it right, but not so little effort that you don't have to do
Yes.
anything. You gotta have the hat, you gotta have the chaps, or you gotta have the look. My thing is, if there's a cosplay tag based on one of the costumes here, it's going in dappest.
Yes.
Which is why I don't want pumpkin here, but that's beside the point.
No, pumpkin's dappest. Buddy,
What's going on?
did you not just see Dono scream?
No, what happened?
Okay, you know what? I won't bring it up then. I won't say a word. We'll
What
just
happened?
move on. Nope.
No?
I'm sending it to you on Zoom because it's not for the live.
There you go. Well, hopefully that was a very minimal experience. What have we got here? A devil costume.
Devil costume?
Now,
it's dull to me personally.
you talk about range. You have a lot of media nowadays where you have devils that you can play around with and still fit into this category, but a lot of the better ones
Okay.
are so high effort. They're
That's
very
fair.
high effort. The low effort devil costumes, like this one in the picture here, where you're just like all red trident, like it's passable. I can see it.
It's
You're hearkening back to the roots of Halloween a little bit, like, or at least the pagan roots of
Yeah.
Halloween, not the Christian roots of Halloween, but you know.
yeah.
But it's a good callback. I would say, based on the range and the effort, I would put Devil in Dap, maybe. I don't know about Dapper.
Okay, I'm good in DAP.
But think about all the devil characters, like Hell of a Boss, or like Hell of a Boss, King Dice, or all of the Cuphead villains. Really, think about like Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3.
There's good devil costumes, but talking just a generic fucking
devil, it's a little low. It's a little lower.
Yeah, this isn't it.
On the flip side, though, throw on a white sheet, cut out a hole, or not a hole, but plaster like black circles for eyes and a mouth, and you have a fucking costume. Boom, Dappest.
It's fucking great.
It's great. It's simple. Now, the side of me that talked about cops and firefighters here would almost chime in at this point, but I don't even want to instill that idea into anyone. So
okay.
We're moving on to skeleton. I have personal bias because my costume this year is part skeleton. It's going in Dapper.
It's going in Duelist. No.
It's going in Dapper.
I'm good with Dapper.
Because skeleton stuff, it's a classic. It's one of the classic monster movie costumes. It's the spooky that sends shivers down your spine. Their shrieking skulls will shock your soul and seal your doom tonight. Like I think that's right? Yeah, it's one of those.
I think so too. Yeah.
I did it. That was a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can have as much of the skeleton or as little of the skeleton as you can get away with. My skeleton is just the skull mask, and everything else is clothed.
Which is all you need.
And everything else is clothed. And if you find a good skeleton mask like I did that articulates, it's even better. Like and that one that I have for my costume, $10 at Walmart.
There you go.
Like not even 10. I think it was like it might have been 10. It might have been like 11 or 12. Okay. But yeah, it's a decent costume mask, and you can put it with almost anything at that point.
Yeah.
T-Rex costume, too high maintenance. It's a lot to deal with.
Absolutely.
I would say dull.
Same.
We've done a couple without Dono at this point. Is he coming back?
I'm not sure.
We can finish up real quick, maybe, if he's not coming back. I don't know.
I'm not sure what's going on.
He did kind of get up in a little bit of a hurry. It might be something to do with his kids.
Yeah.
Can I just say, though, the fact that he talked about, like, let's not berate the animal costumes because that's just a lifestyle, talking about furries. He's not wrong, but also it's a costume. It's a Halloween costume, dude.
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah. If you're willing to drop 4 digits on a fursuit that you can wear all year round, and you're not wearing that shit to Halloween, you're crazy.
Yeah. So
we are a furry affirming channel here, just not the zoophilic furries. That's terrible.
What the fuck does that mean?
Zoophilic?
Yeah. Do I want to know?
They want to fuck animals. Literally. Like actually fuck animals. Like actually go into a barnyard and find a pig and fuck it. Like that kind of animal fucking.
I don't.
Yeah.
So the answer was no.
So
the
no.
answer was no. I didn't want to know.
We don't affirm that, and neither does a large portion of the furry community.
I would say most of them probably.
So yeah, we are furry affirming creators here, but it's a costume, man. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
he's back.
We're good.
All right, let's talk to him about this stuff. Dono.
All right, what's up?
We have put a couple more on the list here. We have the Ghost and Dappest.
Yes.
It is the quintessential
Cowboy and Dappest, yes. Skeleton and Dapper, I accept.
Yes.
And T-Rex.
Okay. Devil and Dap.
T-Rex.
The T-Rex is like high maintenance and
it's
exhausting.
so high maintenance.
That's why it's in.
Yeah, I feel you.
All right.
Yeah, I agree with all this.
Moving on.
Okay.
We have the vampire costume.
It's a good classic.
It's a
Dapper.
good classic costume. It is a fantastic. It's now I will say a tiny bit more effort than some of these other ones. I mean,
Yeah,
that fucking
but
cape,
worth
man.
it.
The cape.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with that cape,
Absolutely
man.
worth it.
But worth it
I
all
will
the
say
way.
I will say not playing the Prince of Darkness is pretty fucking hard to do. I was a Dracula in high
Yes,
school.
you were. Yeah.
Yeah, we loved
Did I ever show
that
you guys
story
the
too.
poster?
The poster.
You didn't show the
No.
poster. No, you've just told us about it.
If I can get it from my mom's Facebook.
There you go. Next up, we have a Viking costume. A lot
about
more
this is so-
effort. A lot more effort than some of these other ones. But
Something about it is so dull to me.
dull?
Like,
I say
don't
you
know.
open up that door and you have like Half Dan the Red standing there with his kid, and that's pretty cool. That's my idea of a cool dad costume there.
the best way, I don't know. This is gonna be very silly. The best way I can say it is, if I ever see someone wearing a Viking costume, in the back of my brain, I'm like, I know you want to wear this every day. I know you wish you did.
That's a good way to put it. That's a really good way to put it.
So for that, actually, I'll put it in DAP. A Halloween costume
Yeah.
that you want to keep wearing is a good costume. But I've never met someone dressed as a Viking that I'm not like, this is your personality. Like,
Yeah, yeah. You ever meet someone that like that costume is their personality? Okay, let's rephrase this list a little bit in that light. Is this costume a costume that you would be willing to wear every day? Type for Dapper from dullest to dappest. I would say minimal changes. I would say
I'm not willing to wear a pumpkin costume every day.
yeah, I would say a lot of things are moving down, not a lot of things are moving up.
The only
My-
one that's moving up is the presidents, because like they're not always dressed like that.
Yeah.
I am Abraham Lincoln on an off day.
Yeah.
Like,
It is
I'm
also
Abraham
you are dedicating yourself to like dressing up a little more dapper than you normally would if you do
Definitely,
go
I
that
feel
route.
like you could dress as Abraham Lincoln if you just shaved your mustache.
did Abraham Lincoln not have a mustache?
No, he had the chin. He
Oh,
had
he
the
just
he had
had
the
the-
chin.
oh.
He had the chin, but he
Yeah,
didn't have the
just chin
mustache.
beard.
No.
He had
Maybe
the,
that'll be like, I go to a Comic Con and I'm just Abraham Lincoln. Oh, I can be Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
There you
Yes,
are.
good.
Yeah.
or Abraham Lincoln on vacation.
Now,
I could be.
Yeah.
werewolf. This.
Donna, was that you?
Yes, that's me.
That is you?
Yes.
Wait, what? Where'd you send this?
It's in the general chat at Dapper D's.
How am I legally allowed to sell this?
That's not you.
That is me.
I love that. I love that so much.
Really?
That, so you know, this, like, my
Where are your
Dracula-
eyebrows?
Saturated. I was a very blonde young man, and my eyebrows would not show up on photos.
Oh my god.
But they made me dye my hair black. So
That is incredible.
yeah, this was a very well done. Like, this was the turning point for the theater department at my school, because when people showed up to this, people were just like, "Oh, okay, I actually like shit myself."
I just noticed Stanley's picture in the chat. As well.
Wait, which one?
No,
From
your-
Halloween?
No, yeah, your Halloween picture. It's
Yeah,
just like-
it's bad. It is. It is bad.
oh my god.
I
It's
also
not-
appreciate. I'm not gonna say his name, just to be safe. I appreciate my friend in the background dressed as a pimp, looking so fucking pissed that he's in the photo.
Like, how dare you take a picture of me right now?
Literally, like, I am wearing just to put an era of when I was dressed as the Joker and my girlfriend was Harley Quinn at the time.
Mm.
I'm wearing an I Heart Boobies bracelet.
God.
Oh my
damn.
god, you are. Wow. That's pretty fucking great. Not gonna lie. Oh my god.
God damn.
I don't have any pictures of any of my previous costumes on here, but I know I've had some really good ones in the past.
I'll have to find.
There's
also
my
Two-Faced
I have
one.
my TikTok stuff where I did Dippy's Week of Halloween for 2020. And the cosplay tags that I was a part of at that time, I did like those outfits, but I also had my Halloween costume that year, which was a Roman a shadow Roman shadow.
Oh my god, I remember this.
Yeah, the shadow soldier. Yeah, with the Roman helmet and the toga and everything. Yeah, I loved that costume. I kept it in a box, but I didn't bring that box to this apartment with me. So, okay. Anyway,
right.
finishing off this list. Werewolf.
Top tier.
So much fucking effort though. That it's a lot of effort to be a good werewolf.
That is what we do for Dapper D's Halloween one year. Of one of us is a werewolf, and the other one is like a howl wolf in the wen wolf.
And the Y-wolf.
And the Y wolf.
Well, Adventure Time had the Y-wolves, and they were just like werewolf scientists. They were just werewolves wearing like a white scientist robe. So
all right, werewolves are dap.
I would say Dap, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot. It's a lot more effort than some of these other classic ones. But if you can pull it off, it's good. It's I don't know. That's where I'm feeling it in Dap. Which
is that you as well?
Yeah, that's
on the
the
left.
other one's my buddy. Yeah, on the left. That's me. We went to a haunted house and they thought I was a part of it.
Oh my god.
Dono, I'm really proud of the man you're becoming. Not that, like, I'm just looking at this dude in this picture and he looks like he's gonna question me for getting a large fry. Like,
Wait, dude, I was not skinny.
no, I know. But you have, like, you've grown into your skin. Like, you are
Can
so
I open
fucking
this
attractive.
image and you
Like-
share it on stream real fast? Because I can open it.
Sure.
This, my friends, is Dono and his buddy back in, what is this, high school, college?
Yeah, this is high school. This is my senior year.
Look at
of
that
high school.
face.
This is the same year that I did Dracula.
Look at that
so
face. That is the face of a man who is gonna grow up to do an internet variety show with his friends.
My picture is from junior year, for the record.
Oh, I can pull that one up too. Hold on.
You don't have to. It's okay.
And here it is. So there's the I really
You
shouldn't
asked for Dono's permission.
Yeah. And here it is.
We're gonna edit that out and post it.
Hey, yours was
I
up
gotta
for
stare at that
significantly
girl's
less
face
time. Yours was
somehow.
up for significantly less time.
Yes.
I probably need to text my mom and ask her for pictures of
Oh, I'll just do it here.
Wait, what? Wait, whoa, wait a minute, wait. Can you?
That is also one of like the few pictures that I have of myself from high school because I deleted my high school Facebook account.
Oh, really?
The day I graduated, I was like, nope, I'm gonna make it like an actual one of my
Okay.
adulthood. Yes, because yeah.
I feel like I should do that with my Instagram because if you scroll my Instagram far enough, it gets really bad.
It's a little too late now for you to do that.
I don't know. I've thought about making a new Instagram just for my photography.
Yeah, at this point, if you
Here,
had already made, if you told me that
This is me with long hair and my parrot.
Oh yes.
Fucking god.
Oh
I'm
my god! I
exposing
didn't know
myself.
you were a member of Boys Like Girls.
Shut the fuck up.
Now we're men adore women.
men adore women.
God.
Do I even have any
here's
younger
the
pictures of
best.
Wait,
myself?
which one are you?
He's
The one
he's the one
with
in the
the
middle.
vest
I thought he was the
on.
one in the middle with the vest and the black
Wait, you're
glasses.
the one in the vest?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm the one in the vest.
Oh
That's-
my god.
There's actually two Alexes in this photo and one.
That's the exact amount of Alex's I assumed was in this photo.
This is the fucking me during my real emo phase. God. God damn.
I don't have any like. I don't have any high school
that
pictures
child
of me
is
or
screaming,
younger.
"Where are you?" And I'm so sorry.
Where
while
are
doing a club.
you?
This is my
I'm
favorite
so
photo that I've ever taken.
sorry.
Or from when this is me in junior high.
Okay, now I feel like I have to find something.
I don't
This
know
is
if I
me,
have
like-
any like.
This is like,
Oh my
this could also
goodness.
be freshman year as well, because Utah doesn't have freshmen.
Hmm.
It's sophomore, junior, seniors for their high school stuff.
There you go.
That's me.
Oh, Halloween, the time of remembrance.
Not just to past
Oh my
costumes,
God.
but
I
past
almost
lives.
clicked the wrong button and put the fucking photo I sent y'all as my Facebook profile picture.
Oh God! Oh God! Whoa!
One of me in my Attack shirt when I still had it. This was like
Oh my God, I
before
love
and after a weight loss thing or whatever. But yeah.
Oh, come on, where's me with my dyed hair?
I mean, it's not costume related at all, but I have a picture of me from my graduating year of high school, but it's not going to be nearly as long ago as yours were. Well, I mean, we're only 2 years apart each, so
Yeah.
this was
Yeah.
me in I'm logged
We should
into the
probably finish this
wrong
tier list, you guys.
Discord. Yeah, we should.
We should.
We should. I am buying myself time for my mother to send me
There.
costume pictures.
There's
oh
my emo.
God.
There's my emo phase. My black.
Woo-wee. I never had a phase
Oh.
like that, but my gosh.
I'm so glad it wasn't until I
Sadly,
was out of
delete
high
your
school.
Facebook.
It wasn't until I was out of high school that I grew into my ears.
Oh my goodness.
Sadly, for your own safety, delete your Facebook if you ever want to get laid again.
Delete your Facebook if you ever want to get laid.
Okay, so where would you guys rank a witch?
I would say
Dappest, my guy. Like,
Yeah.
whether
Yeah.
it's a good costume or a bad costume, like
It's a
hat
fun
and broomstick,
costume.
it's a
Yeah.
solid, like, you could be a witch right now. Like, you
Mhm.
could.
You know what?
Like, some people
Oh.
just be walking around in a witch costume all day. Like, that's just them.
yeah. It's a pretty
just looks
low
like-
effort.
God, Dippy, you just have always looked like a straight gentleman, and
You
fucking,
look like a dude that
You-
would rock
you've
a
looked-
fedora.
you look like you had your shit together at a young age.
I am a hat guy after all.
Can we admit that out of like the three of us, Dippy's the one with like the most of his shit together?
Oh, 100%. That's not a debate. Like,
Like, that's not Dippy.
I will
Dippy's
send
is
you
the one out of us that is striving. Okay.
a picture that was sent to me recently. That was let's put witch in Dapper. That's a good
Dapper,
low effort,
sure.
a good
Yeah.
low effort, high quality costume.
Zombie
Okay,
Bride is
here's a
dullest to
picture.
me.
Yeah, it's the same.
Here's-
Here's zombie.
Here's a picture of me in
Yeah, it's the
2012. In
I want to
2012.
be married, but I'm dead. Oh, so fucking
It's a
sad.
small picture, but yeah.
That's a child.
Yeah, I am a
Damn.
child. That's because I was
I
a child in
forget how young you
2012.
are. I forget how young you
Yeah.
are.
So that
Dippy, for context, that picture I sent you from Halloween of me dressed as the Joker,
Yeah.
that's also 2012.
oh my god. Yeah, I was in. Actually, that might not be. Yeah, no, that is 2012. Yeah,
That's
that-
a child.
yeah. I was at a religious retreat in that picture.
I was partaking in things.
You look like you were questioning, like, is this a religion or is this a cult?
No, I was not
No.
questioning that at all.
It just
No,
looks.
You look like you're questioning, is that hot dog okay to eat even though it touched the grass?
Yeah.
Are you sure this water's sanitary?
This water sanitary. Oh my god. I can't even
Okay,
believe
Zombie
that.
Bride. Where does it go?
Zombie Bride.
Duelist. I feel like.
Yeah,
Oh, I was supposed to be married.
yeah.
Now I'm dead.
It's one of those zombies. Oh god, Dadley's dying. Dadley's dying.
Wizard is 100% the dappest motherfucking thing
Yes, he
ever.
is. Oh my god.
Like, there we go.
Let's
That's
finish
for
this
the
off.
wizard.
Yeah,
We gotta
the wizard is
Listen, we're getting
dappest.
to that point of the night where everything's funny, and if we don't stop this soon, we're gonna be here for a long time.
I'm not against that, by the way. Like, I'm not against that at
Oh my
all.
God,
We
no,
could
just
just.
What, Deadly Cry?
Oh,
Well, I
my-
got work early in the morning. So.
Oh my god, that sent me. Oh, you're
oh
back at work
God. Oh God. Wait,
Yeah,
no, I
I've
can't
been back.
send that one.
Okay.
I
I've been back since
can't.
last week.
Okay, there was. Okay, wait a minute.
Are you about
I
to
told-
send us a nude?
I texted my mom. Oh yeah, I love that guy. Yes, yes.
That's the
Okay,
one
so
where
I
you
have
win as
two.
Thomas the Tank
So I have
Engine.
two here. No. When I was very,
Did you
very,
ever-
very.
Okay.
When I was like 5 or 4 or 5, I had a Thomas the Tank Engine like drape over that was literally just like a flat panel thing with Thomas's face on one side and the back on the other.
The first Halloween costume I ever remember wearing was I was in wrestling,
Okay.
and my dad just told me to put on my wrestling gear.
Okay.
Your
You
balls must have been,
cannot
like, in your ass.
listen.
I didn't wear leotard,
Boys.
like grappling.
I need you to
okay.
promise something to me. I'm gonna send
Yes.
you. I'm gonna send you something that we're gonna react to normally. This very first one that I'm gonna send you, you cannot say a fucking word about what it is.
Dadly,
but
I
you
just,
can react
I want
to it.
say something,
You
and
can-
Dippy's not allowed to react to it. But I want you to see if you can definitely see where I'm coming from.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
feel like if Dippy had a twin,
Yes.
he and his twin would dress up as like towers because they love like architecture, and then they would have their parents be planes just because he loves planes in an unironic way.
Dono.
Stop it! Don't do this to me.
Okay, while we're on that edge real fast.
I am sending you.
Brad-
a
Listen,
meme.
listen.
I'm listening.
You cannot you cannot say anything about what this costume is. You can only react to it.
No, Dippy.
Because I'll text the Discord why. I will text
That-
the Discord.
The picture needs to die. But Dadly, yes or no? Like, could you?
I'm not answering.
Oh, you
Oh,
need.
Dippy, I totally understood where you were going with this. I get it. How old were you?
That was from 2016, apparently.
You were old enough.
I was-
You were
I was old enough
Oh.
to understand and still okay. I was old enough to understand. Do you want to know the worst part?
The
That
fact
costume.
that you look so serious in the photo.
Well, there's that, and also the fact that I wore that outside of my house.
Oh my god, the jokes I want to make.
Now it's not the
Oh,
now
will
it's
not.
not now
Out of
listen it's now
respect.
listen it's not the worst I'm not gonna say this next part is the worst part. I still have the hat as a historical replica that I
I've
just
seen
keep.
you wear it on
Yeah.
stream or like on
Not on
TikTok.
stream, but yeah, you've seen
When
my
you're
hat.
showing off all your hats and everything.
Yeah.
like that. I've seen you wear it.
But I found the jacket too, and I thought I'll just go as like the. Yeah, yep.
Okay, this episode's done.
Yeah, we have to wrap.
We have to wrap this up.
No, we're done.
All right. Where's my Streamlabs? Here we go. I'm going to do.
Fuck, man. This fucking episode took a left turn somewhere.
I don't know where, but it definitely did.
I think
Turn
it was
off.
when we hit the vampires. So.
I have no idea why it was when we hit the vampires, but that was when it turned.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
something happened. Then something just snapped. I didn't care anymore. Okay.
I feel like
Gentlemen,
we're ashamed.
gentlemen,
I'm having such secondhand embarrassment. It's not even funny. Like,
There's so much cringe in in a messaging area that nobody else except for us will be able to see.
And
Exactly.
nobody will ever see.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're gonna bury the boys chat. Okay.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, thank you for joining us today with
I'm not
rankings
sure I'm
for
happy
the
to have been here. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us today with the Dapper Ds for the Dapperween. Next week is our Dapperween Dapper discussion. We will be in costume.
Yes.
I know I will be.
I will be in costume.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So next week,
I'll look kind of like
Dapperween
Dadley is right now, but different.
it's not the Dapperween conclusion, but it is the continuance. It is the pre-finale. It's like
Yes.
like how you have a finale divided in 2 parts. This is part 1 of the finale next week.
This is
with
Twilight,
the,
New Moon, part 1.
Breaking
Is that the
Dawn
last
part 1, I think.
Breaking
I don't
Dawn
know.
part 1.
And then the week after that is Breaking Dawn part 2 with Kids on Brooms. So thank you so much for watching. I've been Dippy.
What about life advice?
Oh, life advice.
We don't have time for life advice. Just
don't-
go on.
Don't
Take
dress
this
up
with you.
Don't dress up as a historical figure around Halloween to avoid politics. That's how I'll say it.
Next time you want to take a photo, question it.
Yeah.
Understand that if you are cringing at past decisions that you have made, it means that you're a better person now.
Oh my god, actually sincere good life advice.
Yeah.
Yes. Close it out, Dono. Fuck.
That's a good.
We
that's
gotta
a
get
good
at least one
closer.
good one in there.
Yeah.
All right,
All right, and on that note,
gentlemen. I've been Dippy.
I've been Dadley that sometimes dresses as a cat.
I'm Dono, and yeah.
And until
It's
next time, your adventure matters.
Roll for. All right, stay dapper.
And roll for initiative.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Are we off the screen?
No, we're not yet. Okay, now.